Salute to the chat. Salute to everybody that came back. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I'm your host with the most, JB2REACTIONS, bringing y'all some content this evening. Salute, salute. And Google too, appreciate them stars that you just gave. Appreciate them stars. And Google too, appreciate them. Wait a minute, them two sparkles that you just said. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. All right. So I didn't know, G Mama Body, that it was muted, right? So I'm like, damn, y'all didn't get a chance to hear it. So let me know if y'all hear it now. Google two with the whole phone. I don't think y'all hear that. Can you hear me? Can you hear me, Google two? Salute to you, Google two. I don't think y'all hear the oh shit. I gotta make sure that y'all able to hear this because this is a banger right here. Hold on. I gotta make sure y'all hear this. Okay, y'all can hear me now? Okay. I was trying to play some music by Thick Cut. Shout out to Thick Cut. Shout out to Thick Cut. Hold on. I'm about to get this together. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Let me know if y'all can hear. I thought so. I thought I didn't because I couldn't hear it. I couldn't hear it on my end. So I'm trying to sit up here and play it, but for some odd reason, it's not playing. Oh Lord Jesus. All right, let me I'm gonna have to do something. Hold on, y'all. Cause I gotta let y'all hear this though. You can only hear me, Google too? Okay. All right. Let me fix this then. Hold on. Hold on. Damn. I, that is so crazy. All right. Wait a minute. Downloads. Okay. Go to file. Open. Wait a minute. Hold on. Hold on. Let me do it like this. Open file. Now y'all let me know if y'all can hear it. Johnny Blaze from Chicago. Blaze in the chat, no coddle. Started on live with the beef talk. Hot takes where the week walk. 7-Eleven goon, he a problem. Turned up, then he locking. Okay. All right. Hands up, then he spin on. Yeah. Wild Joe Cole red, quick, never flinch when the click switch. He loud, but the truth hit. Real one with a loose lip. Be cool before I have to. Come to talk when I have to. He can cut through the noise, make the whole room freeze. Freeze. To the news, still keep it on 10. Yeah. Be cool before I have to. Put you in the corner, give you the done set. Done set. Done set. Be cool before I have to. Put you in the corner, give you the done set. Done set. Now we chill, but he don't fold. Still live, still bold. Hey, Tanya. Oh, police cam on the screen now. Black news with the scene now. From the week to the headline. He be sharp with the deadline. Laugh first, then then he lands one. Whole chat know he's that one. Duke by his side, tail wag, big heart in the street bag, humble when the cameras roll. Still got that uncut soul. People love him for the bluntness, love him for the realness, love him for the big mouth, love him for the chill now. He can cut through the noise, make the whole room freeze. From the wreck to the news, still keep it on 10. Yeah. Be cool before I have to put you in the corner, give you the done tat. Done tat. Done tat. Be cool before I have to put you in the corner, give you the done tat. Done tat. Oh. One joke, then it get clearer. Duke at the door, love near him. Black man, old voice, stay in. From the old life, smoke to the new wave. Still got love in the rough frame. Hit that like button, ladies and gentlemen. Put you in the corner, give you the done tat. Done tat. Put you in the corner, give you the done tat. Done tat. Yo, shout out the Thick Cup for that one. Oh, hey, that's fire right there. That's fire. Okay, now that's the one with Dunsat. That's the Dunsat one, right? Hold on. Now I gotta go to the 7-Eleven Goon. All right. Wait a minute. Hold on. I just played that. Hold on. All right. So that was the 7-Eleven Goon right there. This is the Dunsat. This one is Dunsat. Yeah. Johnny Blaze from the Shy. Yeah. Johnny Blaze from the Shy. Black man with the fire in his eye. Came up live, no suit, no tie. Built that lane from the beef and the fry. He gave folks heat, no nap, no pause. Every room got shook when he took that draw. Wild little grin, sharp with the jaw. Cut through nonsense with a straight up claws. He was turned every time he stepped in. Talk that talk, made the weak men bend. People came back just to see it again. Cause he never played safe, he went all in. Come on, ladies and gentlemen, hit that like button. Hit that like button. Hit the like button. Spin be cool, baby, before it go left. Johnny got jokes and he don't pretend. Be cool. Before the corner. Be cool. Catch that mortar. Guns hat on. If you push too far, guns hat on. That the warning bar. People love John, cause he keep it true. People love John, cause he ain't like you. Night chill, some still got the flame. Live on the screen, but the focus changed. Police cam clips in the day-to-day pain. Black news talk when the world acts strange. He break it down with that smart ass style. Make our hard truth feel a little less wild. Loves his dog, Duke that. Loyal child, dog in the shot and the move go mild. Still bold, still quick with the line. Still got the guts when it come that time. Humor so sharp to dance on the dime. Make you laugh while he peel back ground. He don't fold, he don't fake. Hands in the work, eyes on the tape. Be cool, that's the rule he say. Or take that seat and get sent away. Be cool. Before the corner. Be cool. Or catch that mortar. Guns hat on. If you push too far, guns hat on. Let the warning bar. People love John, cause he keep it true. People love John, cause he ain't like you. A little more calm, but the spark's still there. From the live show roots to the worn out chair. He laugh at pain and he calls it fair. Like, I've been through it, I ain't know when you're scared. Duke by side, that's family. Big heart hidden in the stance, you see. Tenacity, boldness, humility. That's why the whole room roots for he. Be cool. Before the corner. Be cool. Or catch that mortar. Guns hat on. If you push too far, guns hat on. At the warning bar. Guns hat on. Cause he keep it true. People love John because he speak for you.
Yo, shout out to Thick Cut. Hey, Thick Cut. Them are some bangers, okay? Them are some bangers. Now, stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen, because it will be a video to those songs right there. I'm already knowing Thick Cut stay working. To be continued. All right. Y'all know I'm going to play it. Y'all know I rock and roll with Thick Cut. Rock and roll with Drop Squad TV, the meal ticket. Hey, y'all know what it is with me on over here. And shout out to the chat, man. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening. All right. Yeah, Johnny Blaze had took him a nap. He was a little tore up earlier. But I'm back now. Yeah, I'm back now, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, I was tore up. But see, that was a good show that I had earlier. And shout out to everybody, KTC, Big Sis. Who else hit the panel? Who else hit the panel? Because I don't want to miss nobody now. And our other guest that hit the panel, she most definitely said it the way she needed to say it, put everything on out there. Now, ladies and gentlemen, off that live stream that I did for 4 hours, it's almost reached up to 2,000 views. So shout out to y'all for coming over here, tuning in to the show to see what old Johnny Blaze has to say. I'm feeling good, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, I'm drinking on my Modelo. I'm feeling good, looking good, all that. And I hope y'all feel the same way. Shout out to y'all, okay? So look, hold on. Now, I wanted y'all to hear that. But again, like I said, Thick Cut is going to put a video together and put it all together. You feel what I'm saying? So that's why I said to be continued. I still wanted y'all to hear, okay? So hold on. Let me do this. All right. Let me do this. Hold on. All right. Stop sharing that. All right. Let's see something here. All right. Let's see. Never had a love like this before. I gotta play this one because there's a lot of fake ass niggas on this damn internet, just fake. And shout out to Drop Squad TV. Excuse me.
Oh yeah. Bro, I told you I got you, nigga. I told you, nigga. Let's get it. 1 minute, we cool. Then they switch up. These niggas claiming they bang. Now watch them bitch up. 1 minute, we cool. Then they switch up. These niggas claiming they bang. Now watch them bitch up. These niggas snakes. So don't you ever trust them. Pussy niggas fake. So don't take nothing from them. These niggas snakes. So don't you ever trust them. Pussy niggas fake. I can't take nothing from them. One day we cool. Next day we not. What the fuck? One day you cold. Next day you hot. What? These niggas some hoes. Swear they acting like twats. I say these niggas some hoes. Swear they acting like twats. Ass niggas.
on YouTube, shaking ass for a few. These motherfuckers, they crazy, man, they got screwed. Everybody got teams now. Now they all telling you, choose if you try to stay out of the drama. Motherfuckers say you lose, stay out. These niggas snakes, swear to God, man, these niggas fake. I be up in the clouds, watching what these niggas say. Watching moves these niggas make. Swear to God, these niggas gay. Pick them out the whip, pick them out that 86 without the K.
1 minute we cool.
Then they switch up.
These niggas claiming they men.
Now watch them bitch up.
1 minute we cool.
Then they switch up.
These niggas claiming they men.
Now watch them bitch up.
These niggas snakes.
So don't you ever trust them?
Pussy niggas fake.
Say don't take nothing from them.
These niggas snakes.
So don't you ever trust them?
Pussy niggas fake. Pussy niggas fake.
Look here, ladies and gentlemen. You got a lot of people that sits up here and say, we cool, we friends. Ladies and gentlemen, no. We could be cordial. We could be either good associates towards one another or bad associates. That friend word is a lot of people on out here do not value that word friend. They do not really understand that word of being a friend to another individual, right? You have a lot of people on out here that have hidden motives on why they would even associate with you in the first place, right? It is up to you as an individual to read what's going on and not to be naive by no means necessary, right? I don't last this long in life being naive. I don't. And I do understand that I don't have friends. I understood that long time ago. You're either going to be a good associate or a bad associate. But you will never see and hear me sit up here and say, yeah, that is my friend. Ooh, yeah, that's my friend. No, I'm cordial and we have a good rapport with one another. That still doesn't make me your friend. And a lot of people will sit up here and use that word so loosely. Friend. Oh, where? Oh, you my friend. No. No. I'm not your friend. Okay? I'm someone that you are familiar with. Yes, we have a rapport. But I am not your friend. So I'm not gonna sit up here and be in a fog and act like I'm everyone's friend. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. I am an associate, whether you view me as a good associate or a bad associate, but nonetheless, I am an associate. Well, good evening, Via She. Via She, you know what, Via She, one of these days you're going to have to hit the link and just have a conversation with old JB2REACTIONS. Because I really think that you will break some ground here. Via She, I'm tired of people not doing right by you. You think I want to see you write them paragraphs on your community wall for people not doing right by you? Let's be honest. If I'm being honest, Via She, and I fucks with you, stop giving these motherfuckers light. Okay? Fuck them. They don't want to respect the fact that you show respect, you speak. Fuck these people. Fuck these people. They don't deserve your good energy of what you're going to bring. Fuck them. You don't need these motherfuckers. Don't keep giving these lousy motherfuckers light. Fuck them. Just cut they fucking water off and move the fuck around. Because guess what? All them long paragraphs that you write, these imbeciles can't read. They can't read. They don't know what the fuck you talking about. You can't write to these imbeciles. They don't know how to read. The fuck? That's why I think I get a little irritated with you about, because these motherfuckers that you say the shit, hey, big sis, they can't read. These motherfuckers don't have comprehension. So of course they gonna think you're disrespecting them. What's up, Trina? How you doing? Good evening. Happy Saturday. I'm telling you, it's a waste of time, via she. It really is. Yeah, strawberry wine. I'm all good. I'm just passionate about the things that I talk about. Everything is good. But when I see what I see, I sit on the sidelines. I don't have anything to do with it, but I just hate that via she have to even address uncouth, unsavory individuals that don't know proper etiquettes. Via she, you know why I can understand where you coming from? Because via she, I'm something else if somebody comes up in my chat and don't speak to me first before speaking to everybody else. Okay? Via she, I understand why you say what you say, because everybody just don't have proper etiquettes about themselves. They don't. No, via she ain't promoting shit. I'm speaking about it. Okay? Because guess what? It's going to be a lot of people on out here that's not going to do right by you. Fuck them. As long as you're doing right by you, fuck these people. You giving them good common sense. They ain't paying attention to that good common sense. It's going right over their goddamn head. They don't give a fuck about you having etiquettes about yourself. No, they don't give a fuck. Trust me, on the internet, via she, it shouldn't even matter at this point, because again, trying to ask proper etiquettes for strangers on the internet is like pulling teeth, okay? It's like pulling teeth. Look, again, trust me, I get your stance. That's why I'm speaking on it. Because guess what? All you want is proper respect. Have etiquettes about yourself. When someone speaks to you, acknowledge them. You know I get it, because I have a fucking fit if you come up in my chat and you speak to somebody else without speaking to the host first. So, via she, you got to understand, I understand it completely. Okay? I can't stand for somebody to come up in my chat and speak to everybody else but the host. What the fuck? You coming up in my house? You speak to the owner of the fucking house. Speak to me first. The fuck is we doing here? You think I'm gonna come to your house, VSG, and I don't speak to you first? People do not have proper etiquettes. They don't give a fuck because they see it's just social media. Fuck it, it's just social media. No, you got to put your fucking foot down. You gotta let a motherfucker know how they supposed to treat you. Because guess what? If you don't, they gonna run over you. I refuse for any motherfucker to think that they just gonna run over me. You just gonna come in my house in any type of way. You ain't gonna speak to me, but then you see people up in your motherfucker in my chat that you rock out with in other chats. Man, fuck all of that. You better speak to me first, or I'm gonna time your dumb ass the fuck out. The fuck we talking about here? You're gonna respect me up in my motherfucking house. I'm gonna get your ass the fuck up out of here. Period. That is a very much so pet peeve of mine. You come up in my house, you speak to the motherfucker that owns the house first. The fuck we talking about here? I ain't never, big sis, on everything that I love, I've never changed the way I've been since I've been on here. I've been saying this. You come up in my house, speak to me first. I don't give a damn afterwards on who you speak to after that. What up with it, George? Salute to you. I see you up in the building. Good evening. Good evening. No, you speak to me first. I don't give a damn who else you speak to afterwards, but you speak to me first because you're coming in my house. Trina, you think I could come up in your house and don't speak to you? G Chill, thank you, G Chill. What up, John? It's always been the rule. Exactly, G Chill. So guess what? When somebody violates that rule, I really be trying to be easy now. But then if I think you trying to play me, you trying to sit up here and be disrespectful, I will cancel your ass quickly. You ain't gonna come up in my house and not speak to me first. I feel that is to be disrespectful as fuck. I don't give a fuck about this being the internet or none of that. No, you're gonna treat me a certain way when you come up in here. I don't give a fuck about you trolling me, none of that. But when you come up in here, you speak to me. I see you speaking to other motherfuckers up in my chat, I get you up out of here. You're gonna respect the rule. Simple and plain. Just like VSG, if you come up in here and by me being the host, I'm supposed to see everybody that comes in, right? So my job is when I see you and you speak, well, hello, VSG, how are you? I'm on cue. Hello, Trina, how you doing? I'm on cue. G Chill, what's up? I'm sorry, I am who I am. That is proper etiquette when you're coming in somebody's fucking house. Insatiable, good evening, good evening. Big sis, I ain't gonna come up in your house and I speak to another stranger when you the owner of that house, I'm speaking to you first. I'm just speaking to the owner of the house first. The man or the woman of the house first. I don't sit up here and act like I'm going to switch that shit on up. No, I stay the same way. Because I'm going to do you the same way. If I come up in G Chill house, G Chill is the owner of the house. I'm speaking to you first. Fuck everybody else. I make sure that I talk to the owner, the head of the household first. That, ladies and gentlemen, is proper etiquette. And I refuse for somebody to come up in my shit and act like I'm not here and I'm not hosting the show and I'm not the owner of this channel. No, speak to me first. Then you speak to everybody else. That is the natural order of things, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sorry. I don't give a fuck what nobody say, because guess what? You ain't let nobody come to your goddamn house and you are the man or the woman of that home and they speak to everybody else besides you first. No. No, it don't go that way. I'm sorry. Anybody with any type of common sense that's up in this chat can tell me that somebody can come to your home and speak to everybody else that's not the head of the household before you. Boy, you're lying. You lying. Not even a troll can come up in here and say that with a straight face and act like that shit is supposed to be true. No. I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen. I got all worked up about that. But again, that's how I feel. And I have never changed that. I came into this on YouTube saying the same goddamn shit every fucking time. I beat the drum on how I want people to treat me. If you can't respect that, cool. Right? I'm at a point right now, okay, I don't expect people to respect it, right? But I'm going to get you the fuck up out of here. Bye. You don't want to respect that proper etiquette. You want to come in and just be a goofball and all this and that. Okay, cool. Bye-bye. No, G Chill. This is, I was talking about in reference to V and she because, you know, when she speaks to people and people ignore that she has spoke, she feels a certain type of way and she's supposed to. Because motherfucker, why the fuck you ain't acknowledging that I spoke to you? Why you not responding to me and say, hey, V and she, thank you. Hey, how you doing? V and she can go in and speak to somebody and they don't respond back. Usually proper etiquette is if I speak to you, G Chill, if you speak to me first, then I speak back. I acknowledge you speaking to me. But when you got people that don't want to acknowledge when you speak to them, hell yeah, that'll rub me the wrong fucking way. No, Miss 2216, it don't have nothing to do with being sensitive. It's all about having etiquettes. Miss 2216, I can come up in your house and knowing that that's your house, but I speak to somebody else up in your house that it ain't theirs. Wouldn't the proper etiquette would be for me to speak to you first? I'm going to speak to somebody else first before you, and I'm coming to your house. No, that never would make any sense to me, ever. No, it wouldn't. It just wouldn't. I'm sorry. It can't. It can't happen that way. You feel what I'm saying? So, like, again, you could never physically come to my house and think you're going to speak to somebody else and you don't speak to the man of the house. I ain't going. We going to have a problem right then and there. So I'm the same way. I'm the same way in my real life, in my real time of people coming. You're going to show proper etiquettes of when you come to my house. Oh, I'm going to let you know if you is being disrespectful, because everybody don't have the same proper etiquettes as others do, right? So you got to tell people, the fuck, man? Like, no. Look, I be fighting with myself. I be fighting with my conscience, all that type of shit. I'm telling you. I really do. Yeah, I be fighting with myself sometimes because I don't want to blow my shit, but it's just certain things in life that I'm just, me personally, ladies and gentlemen, I can't tell y'all what y'all would go for or none of that. That's just me. That is a pet peeve of mine. Shout out to Drop Squad.
I won't feed the fire, I won't give it no light. They be talking on YouTube, but I'm sleeping at night. Let them lie, let them hate, let them type what they do. I don't argue with the fake, I got bigger to pursue. I won't feed the fire, I won't give it no flame. They won't plot on my name, I won't play that game. Let them watch, let them talk, let them do what they do. I'm too busy getting blessed, I ain't answering you, yeah. Yeah, man, I'm heated, they capping. Got my name in they title, thumbnail lies, fake smoke, trying to make me go viral. I should jump in the comments, let the whole truth breathe. Cook them live on their channel, make them choke on receipts. Nah, there's bait in the water, they just fishing for rage. Every click that you give them, putting food on their plate. Silence hit different when the liar need noise. Your piece worth more than entertaining them boys. But they dragging my image, got the people confused. If I don't say nothing, then it look like it's true. Real ones study behavior, they can see who is who. When the clown need attention, let the circus stay full. Truth don't panic, get chill. Lies run laps in the rush. Why you wrestling with peace when you allergic to more? I won't feed the fire, I won't give it no light. They be talking on YouTube, but I'm sleeping at night. Let them lie, let them hate, let them type what they do. I don't argue with the fake, I got bigger to pursue. I won't feed the fire, I won't give it no flame. They won't cloud on my name, I won't play that game. Let them watch, let them talk, let them do what they do. I'm too busy getting blessed, I ain't answering you. Still my pride, wanna swing, make a string, press go, break down every fake word, expose all they smoke. I can flame them with facts, had a chat, yelling cook. Have them sweating on camera with that shook face look. And what? Temporary high, but your spirit feel taxed. You'll be carrying trash that ain't yours on your back. They broke inside, so they throw stones that shine. Don't rent space in your mind to a tenant that lies. Or I'm posted just chill. Why they mention my name? No, don't elevate, build bigger. Make success be the flame. Let consistency talk, let the blessings respond. When they searching for drama, let them only find growth. Damn. Yeah. Start with fees on attention. Some battles ain't won by war, just by refusal to listen. Oh, I won't feed the fire, I won't give you no light. They be talking on YouTube, but I'm sleeping at night. Let them lie, let them hate, let them type what they do. I don't argue with the fate, I got bigger to pursue. I won't feed the fire, I won't give you no flame. They won't cloud on my name, I won't play that game. Let them watch, let them talk, let them do what they do. I'm too busy getting blessed, I ain't answering you.
Shout out to Drop Squad TV. Now, via she, let me respond to what you just said. At Johnny, I don't expect for everyone to agree with the standards I have set for how I am to be treated. That's perfectly fine. I disagree with that, via she. No, it is not fine that people can think that they can just treat you any type of way. That's one. For two, people that don't have no respect and no proper etiquettes for you as a person, you need to get rid of them immediately. I'm talking about as soon as you see it, they gone. No, it is not okay for people to just act like you don't fucking matter. It's never okay for that. Fuck you, get the fuck up out of here. No, you curse they motherfucking ass out. You ain't gonna come up in here acting like I don't fucking matter. You gonna overlook me and you coming up in my motherfucking space. No, it is not okay. I disagree. You get them sons of bitches the fuck up out of here. Whoever ain't gonna do right by you, bye-bye. The fuck? I don't want no motherfucker that don't have proper etiquettes about themselves. Bye. Get the fuck gone. Okay? Because I wasn't raised that way. And these motherfuckers that sit up here just because they on social media that they can act all any type of way. No. I don't give a fuck about no damn numbers or none of that shit. You come in with respect because I'm going to give it back. You don't want to come in with respect? Cool. I'm going to get your ass the fuck up out of here. Just as simple as that. I don't sit up here and play no games when it comes to my respect. And yes, I don't expect everybody to respect me. Cool. You gonna get the fuck away from me? All right, now, moving on. Oh, Lord. All right, hold on. Excuse me. All right. Now, Big Ant just dropped this 4 hours ago. Charleston White crashes out on Karmelo Anthony's dad and trash him over case. Fair use. This is for entertainment purposes only. Shout out to Urban Politicians TV. UPTV. Make sure you stay on your pivot at all times.
Exactly what he's gonna do. Flip back and forth. I said if
putting up the 75,000 for the kids' appeal. So yeah.
Yeah, I was just watching a video on that when you called.
Yeah. I'm putting it. They need 150, but I'm putting up 75. But I'm trying to raise $1 million.
Send me the links when you got it.
I will. So I'm finna set up an interview with I'm finna set up an interview with the dad and say Cheese TV at a black church with a black pastor who I'm trust, and this will be the mom and dad first time talking. Let me just say this: black people heard the Karmelo Anthony case. I ain't putting no goddamn money toward that boy. His daddy too goddamn weak for me. I don't like a weak nigga. His dad ain't willing to die, kill, or go to jail for nothing.
Okay, then
bills paid. Karmelo, my heart go out to you if you ever see this video one day. I'd rather stand with the Jeff Metcalf nigga than I would with Karmelo's daddy. Weak.
I would rather stand with Metcalf's daddy than to stand with Karmelo Anthony's dad. Says the man that sits up and brags about unaliving a white man. Charleston White is a disgrace, ladies and gentlemen. He's a disgrace.
Doc side is conservative. I ain't standing with no weak black man, nigga. I'm off the case. I'm sending the money back. Go get them weak Benjamin Crump, nigga. I'm out.
Oh, yo, it's Big Ant, the spokesman, man. We back. Another edition of Urban Politicians TV, UPTV. Make sure you stay on your pivot at all times, man. Had to come tap in as y'all favorite clown on the internet, Charleston White, has decided to jump out there with the tap dancing, cooning, sandboring, juking and jiving and selling out with the mindset of go viral or die trying once again. And I tell y'all this because y'all heard me say it already. If you caught that stream, this is exactly what he's going to do.
Hey, Frank.
Back and forth. I said if he was putting up the 75K, which I didn't believe him anyways, but if he was, it was all for the antics, all for the clout, and it wouldn't be genuine. But I questioned it. I said, fam, why would you be on the phone recording yourself talking about this and telling everybody the plans of it? Oh, I'm going to get the black pastor, the black church.
Because he grandstanding, Big Ant. That's what Charleston White does. He's grandstanding and inserting himself into this situation when in reality he have no good intentions in the first place by this young man. That within itself needs to be called out. Charleston White, would nobody give a damn about you having an opinion about it, whatever. But for you to sit up here and pump fake and act like you was going to give $75,000 to Karmelo Anthony and then turn around and you say the shit that you say now, again, you was never to be trusted in the first place. And again, I'm going to stick to the premise of what I said earlier. I wish that Karmelo Anthony's daddy would have never even came in cahoots with Charleston White. But do I understand on why he did what he did? Yeah. But let it be a lesson. This one-eyed snake son of a bitch ain't good for nobody but himself.
All that grifting talk. This is just nothing more than you jumping out here trying to connect yourself to the latest conversation, bro. You don't have no power talking about he's off the case. What case are you on, fam? You're not a paralegal. You're not a lawyer. You didn't pass the bar. You going to do interviews on platforms that you get paid for has nothing to do that's going to affect anything inside of this courtroom, bro. You got to have authority. You got to have real position to have these type of things done. They look at you as nothing more than a sideshow gimmick. Just like we see the stuff online with your antics, they see the same stuff as well. You are a joke to them. Just keeping it all the way 100. And how dare you jump out here and use something this serious going on in somebody's life for your claim of just getting clout and creating content. But I see people still want to defend it. Oh, that's the character, fam. This is not a character.
Oh, no, Big N. Not me. I'll call this clown ass son of a bitch out for what it really is. He just grandstanding and adding himself to a situation that don't have nothing to do with him. He's clout chasing off of a tragedy. Charleston White ain't shit, ladies and gentlemen. He ain't. And the people that sit up here and condone this shit from him, shame on you.
This is y'all just choosing to be entertained. How can you call any man weak as well when you're on camera getting punched in your head in the barbershop and hiding behind your wife? That's the weakest thing a man can do. You got touched up and let your wife fight your battle for you. You don't have the regard to call another man weak. And then it's like that's the one thing you're supposed to do under God is be the provider and a protector of your family and your household. You hid behind yours when it got real off of what you initiated, what you created, the disrespect that come out of your mouth. Like God says, a man will be responsible for his actions and his words. And somewhere in the Bible is worded in that manner. And to my understanding, you are guilty of these things of being weak in that manner. Now, everybody walks in hypocritical form. Don't get me wrong at all. We're not coming as perfect people, but for you to jump out there and act like you the guy, you act like you the man, you act like you got all the ass.
Big N, I totally agree with everything that you said about this man. This motherfucker here is a parasite. Okay? Charleston White is a parasite. He is a succubus. So you ain't gonna get no arguments up out of me, Big Ant, as far as your assessment about Charleston White, because I totally agree. He's a fucking clown.
And you the dude that's the overrider of all, and you above the program with the black community, man, knock that stuff off. And this is really, y'all, I want to be very clear and all the way honest with y'all while I'm speaking on it, because of the simple fact, this is getting promoted and pushed to millions and millions of people because it's millions of followers on these platforms that it get posted on and it becomes part of the trending news. This is how he eats. He'll do and say anything and go as low as he got to go to get himself into these conversations and talk.
Didn't I say this on the previous show, ladies and gentlemen? Charleston White don't give a damn about that family. He don't give a damn about nothing. He's looking to capitalize off of somebody else's tragedy. Plain and simple, right? Everybody sees it. But then you got most people that will sit up and entertain the shit that he's doing, acting like he's really for Karmelo Anthony and his family, when in fact, he don't give a fuck about Karmelo Anthony, and he damn sure don't give a fuck about his family. He's doing this for clout off of their tragedy towards their son being in jail for 35 years. That is the reality of all of this. And as people, if we really want to cut this man's water off, we wouldn't continue to keep even feeding off into it, because after this live stream, I'm not talking about no motherfucking Charleston White.
Topics right here. But when you do this, when you break it down, Dog touches platforms and he's getting interviewed on platforms now because he's in rotation on different platforms again, where you reaching 25 million subscribers if you add all the platforms up, probably on YouTube, or followers when it goes YouTube and Instagram with the black urban hip hop platforms, even though some of the guys running them platforms ain't even black, but they focus on all black content. That's another story. But then you touch the Instagram blogs, you're looking at 50 million plus. Shade Room, if they post them up, and I don't know if they posted them this time, they got like 28 to 30 million almost. Other platforms, 2, 3, 4 million. Twitter gonna be in the millions. It gets spread to TikTok. So somebody got to be out here coming and speaking on it. I will keep it 1,000. I cover black, urban, hip hop, media, news, sports, and the culture podcast. I cover it all. I'm going to cover what's trending. This is what I do for a living. This is the business that I'm in. But when it comes down to it, I'm going to say how I feel. And when I feel like something is wrong, I got to come out and combat it. I got to come out here and say, hey, somebody got to be on the other side saying, hey, bro, this is foul. This is out of pocket. How can this dude say, I mean, he ain't ready to die, go to jail? Well, when it was your time to go to jail for you taking a man's life that you bragged on, for taking a man's life that you killed, you didn't want to go to jail for it. You didn't accept your time.
That part right there, Big Ant. But you notice how Charleston White added himself and had to speak about what he did to a white man, right? He completely dismissed Karmelo Anthony as far as what he got going on. He went to himself. If people can't sit back and really understand that Charleston White don't give a fuck about Karmelo Anthony and his family, he's looking to capitalize off of their tragedy, off the white man losing his son, all of that. Charleston White don't care about nobody but himself. But the people will sit up and feed off it to what Charleston White is doing. And then look at a person like me and say, man, you just hating on Charleston White. He popping. Charleston White ain't popping to me. Charleston White is just a clown for the internet for monetary gain. He has no honor. He has no morals, know nothing about himself. I don't give a fuck about all that shit he talk about.
You want your time cut short. So how you gonna come out here and call this man weak? Whether you agree or disagree with things that he said on camera, you're not doing this from a place of really care. You never did this for that. You did this for the attention to get people to think that you really got some power and influence out here. I don't care about how many of the people you know. They will let anybody come inside and be a part of a committee meeting and all those other things. They cool. We need people there because that's how you get into positions of power. But if you don't really have power, don't come to the people and act like I got all the answers. I'm not no activist. I'm not no leader, and I don't speak for the black community. None of the sort, and I'm most definitely not no role model. But I'm also not getting on the internet and trying to portray myself as one and trying to make the people think that I do that and act like I do community work. I do community work. No, you don't. You's a grifter. You were grifting when you were doing the so-called community work that you was doing. That was a way for you to make some paper and make a name for yourself, but that wasn't coming fast enough. See, you abandoned the good mission. You abandoned the good fight. You chose the easy way out. Let me go be negative and get paid for being negative because I wasn't getting paid for being positive. That's what that is. This ain't about the fight of good and evil. This is just a dude being an opportunist once again.
Woo! Shout out to Urban Politicians TV, UPTV. Make sure you stay on your pivot at all times, man. He had to come tap in and tell you how he feels. And guess what? I don't disagree with shit that Big Ant is saying because he is, in my opinion, right. He nailing it right on the head, ladies and gentlemen. Man.
And he gonna get booked for more interviews. All these dudes gonna book him to come on here and say this crazy stuff. But somebody gotta speak up and come out with the real, bro. I've been called the garbage, even to the point he gets on here now and tells Austin Metcalf Pops, yeah, man, we could get in the boxing ring on such and such show, and man, we get sponsored by this or that, bro. What are you really doing, bro? You out here looking like a real sideshow clown. It's out of pocket, clowns to white. Somebody gotta call it out. Y'all could call me a hater like y'all been doing. I called this one again, like I called the other ones before, and now he coming and doing it once more. Y'all tell me what y'all think, man. I'm the dude that's gonna stand on it. I do not care what people got to say. Y'all feel how y'all want to feel. I'm not going with this new wave and day and age where they try to tell you to open your mind up. You got to see the bigger picture when I know it ain't one. I'm not sitting around waiting for people to catch up to what the level I'm on, bro. I'm ahead of the game. I don't get behind the game. I like to stay ahead of the curve so I don't crash out. Y'all tell me what y'all think. Clowns to White is one of the faces of the capital C's, controversy, chaos, confusion, conflict, and confrontation, to be a part of the conversation so he can keep the algorithm in rotation. We added Crash not to that situation. That's why they didn't crash him on the stage, put their hands on him, but he invites the negative activity. He's not ready to die to go to jail, because when it get real, he gonna tell, and he gonna run, and he gonna use a weapon. You ain't punching it out with nobody, dog. You can't call nobody weak. Stay on your pivot, man. Tap into the Urban Politics TV Patreon as well on the website of the app. Got some exclusive content on there and more coming. 1,000.
Thought your ass was dead, boy.
Shout out to Big Ant. Shout out to Big Ant. Look, even though y'all already know that I don't sit over here on my channel and sit up and continuously entertain no fucking Charleston White. I would rather talk about anything else than to really sit up and entertain that clown ass son of a bitch, right? But in a situation like this, what's going on with Karmelo Anthony and the family, right? The way that he inserted himself until their tragedy of them losing their son to the system over a reckless mistake. It should be more people calling out Charleston White. But it's not. Because they sit up and enjoy the antics of what Charleston White brings to the internet, right? Me, I don't. I don't like Charleston White. I think Charleston White should be banned off of social media. That's as far as I'm going with that dude, because Charleston White is no good. He is an opportunist. He comes out here, portrays himself like he's really here for the youth. And in a situation like this, what Karmelo Anthony is going through, instead of him just being a genuine dude and actually being there for Karmelo Anthony, he'd rather sit up here and put Karmelo Anthony's father into all type of bullshit for monetary gain. The man, even in my own opinion, and I already was thinking, That sounds good that Charleston White said that he would donate $75,000 to the family. But in my mind, I was thinking, unless I actually see him do it, it's cap. What'd he do? He makes up a lame excuse about Karmelo Anthony's father to say that he ain't willing to die for anything. But do you know this man personally to even speak like that about him? I don't think you know that man personally to sit up there and speak about him the way that you're doing. And because you have a name on social media, you is exploiting that man and what he's trying to do. And that in itself, ladies and gentlemen, I can't respect it. I can't respect it. So it don't matter about me having no outrage about no Charleston
Exactly what he's
White.
gonna do.
I don't have no outrage about what he's doing. Shout out to Drop Squad TV.
Got you by my side in the cloud. Window down, let the whole world slide. Late night run through the food spot lane. Chrome on shine, but we stay plain. You laugh like the moon got a secret. I pull you close, say baby keep it. Oh, they type fast, but we move slow. They talk loud, but they don't know what we built in the real time glow. Hand in hand, let the whole thing show. Smooth flex, smooth flex. We alive, we blessed. Smooth flex, smooth flex. They can lie, we just press. Smooth flex, smooth flex. Ooh, you and me, no stress. Cruise past the block with a fresh cut vibe. Your hand on mine, and the night feel like they on YouTube with a mean mouth grin. Spit fake news, but it don't get in. Same old hate in a new disguise. We sip that joy with our own two eyes. Let them chase frames and empty clouds. We in the lane, they can't figure out. They type fast, but we move slow. They talk loud, but they don't know what we built in the real time glow. Hand in hand, let the whole thing show. Smooth flex, smooth flex. We alive, we blessed. Smooth flex, smooth flex. They can lie, we just press. Smooth flex, smooth flex. Ooh, you and me, no stress. Let them scroll, let them stare. We got love in the air. One more turn, one more kiss. Tell me who could hate on it. I got you. You got me. That's the only math I need. Smooth flex. We alive, we blessed. Smooth flex. They can lie, we just press. Smooth flex.
Squad TV.
No stress.
Drop Squad TV is up in the building. Salute to Drop Squad TV up in this piece. Shout out to Bro. Bro, hey, that was diabolical with that drop right there. I swear, that's my joint for sure. Both you and KTC smiling like a motherfucker, right? Hey, they be thinking, hey, bro, they be thinking they be sitting up here fucking with you, saying all type of shit. You sitting up here like, yeah, I'm laughing at you motherfuckers though. Diabolical. Oh, B and C, you know I gotta run it back. You know I gotta run it back. Oh, I'm talking about with the smile too though. The smile too though, Drop Squad, like,
Yeah.
big middle finger. What's the about?
Got you by my side in the glide. Window down, let the whole world slide. Late night run through the food spot lane. Chrome on shine, but we stay plain. You laugh like the moon got a secret. I pull you close, say baby keep it. Oh, they type fast, but we move slow. They talk loud, but they don't know what we built in the real time glow. Hand in hand, let the whole thing show. Smooth flex, smooth flex. We alive, we blessed. Smooth flex, smooth flex. They can lie, we just press. Smooth flex, smooth flex. Ooh, you and me, no stress. Cruise past the block with a fresh cut vibe. Your hand on mine, and the night feel like they on YouTube with a mean mouth grin. Spit fake news, but it don't get in. Same old hate in a new disguise. We sip that joy with our own two eyes. Let them chase frames and empty clouds. We in the lane they can't figure out. They type fast, but we move slow. They talk loud, but they don't know what we built in the real time glow. Hand in hand, let the whole thing show. Smooth flex, smooth flex. We alive, we blessed. Smooth flex, smooth flex. They can lie, we just press. Smooth flex, smooth flex. Ooh, you and me, no stress. Let them scroll, let them stare. We got love in the air. One more turn, one more kiss. Tell me who could hate on it. I got you. You got me. That's the only method. Smooth flex. We alive, we blessed. Smooth flex, smooth flex. They can lie, we just press. Smooth flex, smooth flex.
look, Pro, I give credit where credit is due, and that's my jam. Hell, I bumped that shit without even being on here. I most definitely bumped this, Pro. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I bumped this right here. This other than Smooth Flex, or I bumped this for sure while I be at work. And this is a constant reminder to a lot of people. Sometimes, most times, it's okay to mind your fucking business.
Yeah. Mind your fucking business. Stay up out of mind. You worry about my life, but can't control your own time. Yeah. Talking like you know me, spreading rumors for attention. But I don't hear the critics, they just die for some mention. Mind your fucking business. While I'm stacking goals, you just gossip from a distance. Mind your fucking business. I'm living how I live, I don't need your damn permission. They watching every move like a Netflix show, but it's funny, they ain't never around when it's time to grow. They whisper in the dark cause the truth too bright. Trying to dim my shine cause they ain't got no light. I'm focused on my grind. That's a money meditation. They focus on my name like I'm their occupation. They judge from the couch while I'm out here winning. They stuck on my past but I'm on new beginnings. They love to throw shade cause they can't throw hands. They hide behind screens always typing up plans. But I don't waste a breath on irrelevant noise. I'm too busy leveling up and staying poor. Mind your fucking business. Stay up out of mind. You worry about my life but can't control your own time. Talking like you know me, spreading rumors for attention. But I don't hear the critics, they just die for some mention. Mind your fucking business. While I'm stacking goals, you just gossip from a distance. Mind your fucking business. I'm living how I live, I don't need your damn permission. They say this, they say that, but they don't say facts. They don't never say it to my face. They whisper in packs. They worry about who I talk to, what I wear, where I've been. Meanwhile, they losing battles in the mirror, never win. I'm grown, I don't owe nobody explanation. Your opinion ain't a paycheck, it holds no compensation. I'm too real, too focused, too driven, too wise for somebody with no vision trying to dictate my life. If I fall, I rise. If I lose, I learn. Every L is fuel, every scar gon' burn. But that's my story, not yours to narrate. So keep your 2 cents, I never ask you to translate. Why you worry about my life but can't control your own time? Yeah, talking like you know me, spreading rumors for attention. But I don't hear the critics, they just die for some mention. Mind your business. While I'm stacking gold, you just gossip from a distance. Mind your I live, I don't need your damn permission. Mind your fucking business. Mind your
Now, and I'm just gonna be honest with you, Pro. The fighting my conscience with the good side and the bad side, that was priceless to me too. I'm gonna tell y'all something, ladies and gentlemen. Johnny Blaze deals with the truth, right? I deal with the truth. Now, I know we bullshit and we talk shit or whatever the case may be, right? But at the end of the day, I deal with the truth. I don't sit up here and like to make up nothing about nobody, right? So when I hear people make things up about me, put things on my name or whatever, ladies and gentlemen, I've been doing this for a long time, right? I understand the game. I got dirty. I got my hands dirty in the bullshit. I talk the bullshit, all of that, right? But did that really mean that I had to stay in the bullshit? No. No, I didn't have to stay up in the bullshit. That's why I took the channel that I was already monetized on, had money coming in every month, right? I erased every fucking thing. Yeah, I got videos, my live streams, some of them. Not all, some of them. I still got. But for the most part, that's in my rear view at this point, right? I was green to a lot of things that how the internet is, how being a content creator really is. Over the course of time, I learned. And it made me a better individual, not just in my regular life, but on social media. Yes, I done got my hands dirty. I did been involved with fuck shit, antagonizing, things of that nature. I'm not innocent of nothing, right? Yes, I've indulged into all of that. But I knew that I wasn't going to just be engulfed into it to a degree that it takes me up out of my element of the type of individual that I really am. I don't want to ever get that misconstrued with my audience. Yes, I talk shit. I give my opinion and all this and that, but I really do stand on principle, and I have my own moral compass about what I will do and what I won't do, and I won't be swayed by the audience as far as how I'm going to be. We can talk shit all day long, but at the end of the day, my views is just that. It's my views. I don't sit up here and act like I'm holier than thou, but at the same time, ladies and gentlemen, I have common sense about myself and as far as what I see and what I hear. I know if someone have good intentions, and I know when somebody don't have good intentions. Charleston White has been searching for attention for the longest. He buck dance, he step and fetch until he got known on social media, right? Okay, cool. I'm not knocking nobody as far as them trying to get out there and be able to earn off the content that they provide for their audience. So I want to be clear about that. Because we all on this app or any social media platform, we are hustling whether you want to put that on out there or not. We hustling. Just because I'm hustling, though, it's just certain things that I'm just not going to do in order to get to the bag. If I gotta be who I am and make and get it slow, then so be it. And I'm cool with that. But I'm not gonna put myself in a certain light on social media to a point that, I'm making the money, but I'm making myself out to be a goddamn idiot for the internet. And then what you will say, oh, I don't care, just the internet. These people don't know me. No, it ain't that simple with me. It ain't that simple with me. Because I can sit up here and say that it was a lot of things back when I first started I wish I never did. I'm going to be totally honest. But I did it anyway, thinking that I had an excuse because I'm on the internet. And no, that's really not the case. That's really not the case. And I care about me and how I represent myself. And regardless if y'all felt entertained, just some of that shit, I could have did without it. Just to be totally honest with you, I could have did without it. But nonetheless, I did it, and I am where I'm right where I need to be. Right? I don't need to sit up here and I can speak about something and just let it go right after I speak about it, because it's not that significant for me to keep having to beat the drum about, right? But what I noticed that even if you speak about certain things and your attentions ain't all over the top, people will still try to find a reason just because you spoke about it to tear you down, because they already tore down on the shit that they doing. So they need to have an outlet to tear somebody else down in the process of them being tore down, right? I choose not to be in that type of game, because in the first place, I'm not here to, on purpose, tear anybody down. I don't want to on purpose jump out the window on somebody that I don't know. It's no. I ain't got that type of energy, right? So I don't do that. Now, again, people going to speak on you. People going to say what they say about you. They're going to bring up things that you'd have done in your past. Okay, cool. Never going to act like I don't have a past on this internet, on social media. I do. That don't mean I'm going to hide around and tuck my tail and no, I'm not going to do that, because for what? The premise of why I'm even on YouTube, and I made myself clear from the jump, is to entertain, inform, and to make monetary income off the content that I provide for my audience. Once I realized that I didn't have to just continuously keep talking about individuals, and I could talk about really other things and still be able to hold an audience. That is not an easy thing, ladies and gentlemen. You have to have conviction within your voice, what you are presenting to people. The people want to hear that enthusiasm in your voice when you're speaking to them. The audiences want to know if I have any type of common sense about myself. And I don't get this just now. No, this comes over the course of time of you being familiar with JB2, Johnny Blaze. I've adjusted myself to not take this so seriously, right? But take it seriously in other areas of what I do, right? And I want to make sure I say this the right way. I don't have no malice in my heart for nobody. Shout out to Lou Jenkins on what he got going on. Yeah, I may not see eye to eye with the man, but I still won't hate on anything positive of what he got going on. So I just want to put that on out there. Shout out to Lou Jenkins and what he got going on with his art show. Salute to that. I ain't got to be all buddy-buddy with the man, but I can still acknowledge when he's doing something positive and he's trying to better himself. So, you know, it is what it is. I bet a lot of y'all didn't even think that I was going to come back live. I bet this whole chat was probably sitting up like, what the fuck? Wait a minute. Johnny Blaze is live? What's happening, Will T? I bet y'all was sitting up here like, damn, did he really come back live? Wait a minute. Johnny Blaze don't do late night streams. What is he doing back live at this time of night? He's supposed to be asleep. I told y'all I was coming back. I told y'all it's Saturday. I ain't got to work at the damn plantation. Shit, hell, when I got through doing DoorDash, shit. What I do? I came live. Exactly, Virshi. You didn't think that I was coming back live tonight. You didn't think so. What up with it, Uncle L? Man, salute to Uncle L up in the building, ladies and gentlemen. Salute to Uncle L up in the building. Now, look, ladies and gentlemen, I wanted to go over this conversation that was had on the show, on the last show, right? Hold on. We switch up these niggas. Hold on. All right, so, okay, Dovey, right. Now, this is the conversation that had a lot of people like, damn. So, I wanted to go over this with y'all so we can hear this all over again. All right. Hold on.
Come back and use.
All right.
Okay. This me. Okay, let me go right here. Okay, how you doing today?
I'm Will. How are you?
I'm doing okay. I'm following you a little bit. I've been following you a little bit, but I want to say this here. With the case with the Anthony family.
Man, look here. Shout out to them Knickerbockers. Ladies and gentlemen, they is about to bring home the chip to New York City. Shout out to them Knickerbockers, man. They came in on business. Yes, via she. This the conversation from earlier. Yeah. This the conversation for earlier. Yes. So yeah. Again, shout out to them Knickerbockers, man. They about to bring home the chip to New York. I know New York is gonna be pandemonium. You feel what I'm saying? They came in and they took care of business and they shut up all that noise that the Spurs was gonna come in and beat them. No, the Knicks was on a mission. Shout out to Brunson. Shout out to Towns, Cat. Shout out to the whole damn team, man. 8 seconds left. Yeah. Wait a minute. Hold on. Let me give y'all the final score of the game. All right. Wait a minute. Hold on. Okay, the score is 93-90, 8 seconds left to go. Oh shit. But New York got it. They got it by 3, 93-90, 8 seconds left. They just got to hold off. 8 seconds. Oh, his Will T is over with. So wait a minute. Hold on, Will T. So what do that mean? Hey, EV. Didn't I tell you New York had to go in and take care of business? Didn't I tell you, EV, that they had to go up in there and smack their ass up in the goddamn mouth? What I tell you, EV? I called it out, EV. I said that the Knicks had to go up in there and win on their home floor. It don't matter. They gonna go back home and they about to get it in. But you showed them, they showed that they are the superior team. Shout out to them Knickerbockers. I'm already knowing it's pandemonium down there in New York right now. Pandemonium. Man, they turned up down there in New York. They turned up, as they should. Gentlemen's sweep, ladies and gentlemen. Gentlemen's sweep. The Spurs didn't stand a goddamn chance. The Spurs, who we thought they was.
And the deceased family.
Mm-hmm.
And I hear what you're saying, dealing fact with Charleston. Like, how could you make somebody care and get more involved in your son's life than you do? Now, I heard.
Is we going off of his word about it, Or are we going to hear both sides of it, though?
We gonna hear
what he's saying.
This, it doesn't matter, in fact, right now, like basically what he's saying. But if let's go off what he said. Y'all in a multi-million-dollar home. Okay, y'all in that. Y'all, those kids were living in the same neighborhood. They wasn't getting along then, and the parents wasn't getting along then. All of a sudden, last year when this happened, when I started covering it from day one, last year when this here happened, all of a sudden, we did not hear about this here until 3 weeks later after it done happened. That's when it came out here. And the reason why that it came out here, because that the people start asking the parents about that. Why do he need a public defender when we donate 700 and something thousand, hundreds of dollars over to you guys? Why do he need a public defender? That's what got the black people on talking how this stuff really did just went on our wildflower. Did in fact that what happened to the people money, even before it went all out here mainstream. Black people didn't know nothing about it. We wasn't saying nothing on it. I was following it, covering it, long how I was covering the turkey hut. So with that all being said, Charleston White said that, okay, I will give you 75,000 by the weekend. Let's just say, okay, this is what this man is dishing out, but y'all still, you don't bought 2 new cars, you don't move out in some well-off area in Texas. But tell me this here, if it was so much that you was afraid of your family and being deaf, being threatened and all this type of stuff, right? Why did he have to take the money? The mess been going on between the families for the longest. So why is it took this here? When the people sent you the money, also you went and bought this huge house. Now it's a lot of house. Before you got to that house there, you could have picked out a lot of houses. You've been living in the neighborhood together. All of a sudden, when this here happened, all the donation come in, didn't it? Yes, I do believe both families were threatened on both ends. I do believe that. But still, yet, you went on ahead and had to go that house. Then what about your freedom of your child? She could have got something in a nice area and hold that money back, did the fact that my child need this here money. When this case is over with, I'm going to basically maybe leave Texas. But I'm just saying, why all of a sudden you got to go and live, bought him 14 new pairs of Jordan shoes. Her and her mom both got a new car, which that, it's okay. But that's what the money was for. The money wasn't for that. Then you come back and you says, then in fact with the child is 17, you come back and then you says that with him speaking, the boy speaking, the son speaking, he need a public defender. What happened to all your money? Because that your mama and stepdaddy took it. Now you want to come to Charleston. Charleston, he been out here. He the one that put the little boy, put the young man into, and modern arts, training, learn how to box and fight back instead of use a weapon, especially when you have two bigger guys that's over you. So dealing with that, why should Charleston put out his money from his daughter's school? It doesn't matter if he's 7 or not, and y'all live high on the damn hall. Do y'all love y'all son or not? They the one that came out want to play this here race war. And reason why the race war was that that's why the black people had donated so much money. Because they weren't going to see this here too big white boy bully to go against this here kid here. That's why all the money come in. Charleston White have a right. Even when the conversation I was listening to on TikTok, only thing that man was saying, Another thing is that when they did the press conference a year ago, you are the man. That's when I had knew then that couldn't be that man's child, and you didn't adopted that child. Yeah, you married to the mother. But then the fact that they did the press conference and they had a spokesperson talking for them, a spokesperson talking for them, and the man, the husband just sit back there. No, it used to go, if the spokesperson, then they would bring their husband up and the wife would stand there. But the wife is doing all the talking, because guess what? Because that is her son. He just a stepfather. He didn't even adopted the child for as by law to say that it's his son. He has to adopt the child. That's why the mother was pushed up. Not really pushed up, but you can look at basically like who is running the thing. And for a person to come out and say that, they always say, get a white lawyer. No, hell, we didn't tell you that when it come down to a situation like that. We told you were getting a lawsuit.
No, she ain't back yet. I'm going over what she was saying, KTC. No, she ain't came back as of yet. I ain't seen her up in the chat. And I mean, I have a platform to allow people to just speak their mind. And I'm not mad at Dovey. She spoke her mind. You know what I'm saying? Now, I don't have to agree with everything that she was saying, but she most definitely was speaking her mind. And I just shut up and let her talk.
You may want to use a Jewish man or white man, but coming down to this here, no, baby, you need one of us on that side. Did you see how OJ, how they went and pulled Johnny Cochran? So don't say that they had told you that you need a white man going. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. You just were all over the place. He was all over the place. Did the fact that money was coming from here, there, and if you don't care about your own child for being free, I'm gonna take for my children.
And Carlos, Wemby was, overhyped any goddamn way. Let's just be honest. Yeah, he good and he want to win, but it wasn't his time. Oh, Carlos, Dovey was just talking. That's why I'm playing it. Dovey was talking, Carlos. And like I said, I sat back and I just allowed her to speak her mind about what was going on. You hear talking about Charleston White. You heard everything, bro. I'm talking about, man, she came out the bag with everything, Carlos. I'm telling you, man, look, that's why I had to play it over again, because it was interesting. Again, I don't have to agree with everything that she was saying, but she was saying things with conviction. I'm like, hey, this is at the 3-hour mark, because I ran the live for 4 hours. So Dovey was on the panel for a long time, though, Carlos. And she had, like I said, she had a lot to say.
Future. For your child to be free? That I feel that no, of course not. No, you got money. Those people got money. I don't know if you paid for the house in cash or you put enough down on the money so the bank on the house, so the bank can say that you can afford to get the house. But the mother and father, I ain't gonna say too much about the mother right now, but didn't think of that the father is talking to her. They got a lot basic is going on alive, instead of trying to play that disinfect that it's the boy wasn't doing it right. No, he wasn't doing it right because mama. It's a video when the FBI, excuse me, not the FBI, but when they pulled your cell phone, what did you say what did the mother say when the son called him? Mom said that it was done. She said, yeah, she said, I killed it. She said, where you hit him at? He said, I hit him in the chest. Well, I'm putting the word hit. I hit him in the chest. I didn't tell you to hit him there.
Y'all
then, when the other phone conversation come out, her and the son was having the conversation. She said, we got this. She was talking in family code. We as family, we gonna stick together. No way the Charleston White had to put up anything. $75,000 after he don't been carrying this here boy and praying with it.
KTC, look, I'm laughing my ass off at the whole thing. You see, I didn't say nothing. Carlos, look, I'm sitting back, I'm just listening, and I'm letting her talk. But the way she talking, you would act like she was right there through it all. I swear for living Christ. It is comical. It's funny to me.
All this here, like the boy is his son. What was the stepdaddy? Now, I ain't gonna talk about the father because I don't know nothing about the father. What was the stepdaddy that you claim that is your son? Then you got into your feeling because that money have to be returned. What they don't use for him for his appeal, get on people back their money. That's the honest thing to do. So Charleston White, he did right. I'm not gonna take care and concern about your family. And you the man of the family.
Boy, look, hey, Dovey, boy, you sound like you is a true caregiver to Charleston White's nuts right there. I ain't even gonna hold you. And it is what it is if you really like Charleston White like that, but hell no, he ain't right about shit. I'm sorry. That's just my opinion. But again, I had to let you just go ahead and get that on off because I wasn't going to interrupt you. And it wasn't about me trying to challenge you like that. But just in my opinion alone, Charleston White ain't right about shit.
And you can't do it yourself? Of course not. I put my money back in my bank, in my account, so I can see where my money went on my daughter.
Now Dovey, let me be devil's advocate right now, right?
Go ahead.
Did that man ask Charleston White for his help? Do you know that?
Did he? No, when a situation, you are crying out for help. Everybody, when it come out to a racist thing, where it don't happen, we as black people, we jump on and help out.
Let's stop right there. Now, you just answered my question. He didn't ask for his help, right? So why do he have to conform to the way he's helping him? That's
Okay, the reason why that he performed because that all Charleston White is doing. This how it goes. When we again, did in fact with Black Lives Matter. Did Floyd? Excuse me, I got Floyd. I forgot what's his name. Anyway, George Floyd. Did George Floyd family come out here and say for us to advocate and help a family out? No, we as black people, we born up. The family need help. Let's get in this here. That's how it was. It was common sense right there. We not gonna let them railroad another one of our kids.
I swear for living Christ. And look, hey, KTC, I knew better than to sit up here and continue to try to keep challenging her. I had to let her talk. I had to let her get it out as far as what she felt, how she looked at it, right? I'm not about to interrupt her. Even though the whole time I'm sitting up there listening to her, I say, is this lady for real? But I'm keeping it to myself, though. I'm not saying nothing. And no matter if I do disagree with her, she still got a right to how she see it. But like, the delusion is real. That's all I do.
Up the road. Charleston White stand up and get subject. Go ahead.
But see, you kind of you answer my question, but then you still defended Charleston White.
Yes,
White, wait a minute. Hold on, Dovey. Hold on. If we having a conversation, I've been letting you talk. So I just gotta interject this part.
Go ahead.
Right? Now, no one asked Charleston White for his help. So you're not going to come in a situation and try to dictate on how people is supposed to feel when knowing that their son is in the system for 35 years for unaliving a white boy. But then you're online sitting up here talking about, hey, well, all white people ain't bad. You need to have the faith. You didn't hear all of that shit that he was saying?
Yeah, yes, I did. I heard what he said. I was on TikTok when he said, all white people not bad and all black people not bad either.
Again, he shouldn't be on here talking bad about the black man that's doing his best to get his son up out the situation that he's in. Is all my point. I get it. He don't know Charleston White from a can of paint. He's looking for help. I get that. But when you sit up here and don't negate the fact that, excuse me, Charleston White is not the end all be all of black people.
Okay.
Would you agree? Would you agree with that part? That
He's not the end and the beginning of all black people. No, he's not. But why any other blacks then step up?
You know why? And wait a minute, W, you really seriously think that Charleston White stepped up for in good intentions of really being there for the family? Or he was just doing it to grandstand and actually just add himself to a tragedy that happened? It's a difference. And W, and I'm giving you my opinion, right? If Charleston White was really advocating for that young man, it wouldn't have mattered about what the daddy and how you felt about the daddy or whatever, right? He would have still did it. He would have still did it. So it's like, I don't take Charleston White seriously. He was grandstanding. He added himself to that situation. Either way, that is the reality of it, though. Because, again, if he really was trying to help that young man, he would have donated and wouldn't have to do all this grandstanding online to everybody to make himself seem like he was really in the best interest of Karmelo Anthony. Because it wasn't about his father. It wasn't about his mother. It was about him. The fuck? It's about him.
Why?
Because they're going to sit on the sidelines and wait for things to pan out the way they need to. And who is better to stand up for the situation than his own mother and his own father?
They are talking, but we it's so much for the talk. The talk, well, no, we need some money.
Okay.
Who better not to put the money on their child head in the mother and their father? And the money.
Okay. We don't know what they have done, though, Dovey. We don't know what they'd have done. So I'm not going to sit up here and act like they still ain't trying for their own son. Like, that would be irresponsible of me to even assume that when they right there. So, again, I mean, that's your opinion, though. Again, I'm not taking nothing away from your opinion, but I don't see it that way. I'm sorry, I don't see it that way.
Is there because you got escrow or whatever pertaining to the house. That's it. When you so concerned about your son, you weren't worried about materialistic things. Didn't affect with you. No way a house you could have bought a house, but you ain't had to go all that something. This money is for my son, defense team. This is what not for you, because you got to move out that neighborhood because of that. Yes, you could have moved out, but take care of your son. The people sending money for the defense of your son, for your child, not for you.
She is. Ooh, goddamn, Dubby was on one, ladies and gentlemen. God damn. She was on one. Hey, she was on one. Making my point then. You making my point because I've been said if Charleston White was really in the best interest of that young man, it shouldn't matter about what the fuck the father is talking about.
Wait a minute. Oh, yes, it does. Yes, that fuck
No,
it
it doesn't.
Yes,
No,
yes,
it ain't about the fucking
you are not
father.
gonna take
It's
my money and
about
put
the
your
fucking-
child when you
it's
got the
about
same money.
See, that's what I turned up. That's what I turned up. Hey, look, ladies and gentlemen, shout out. Look, I don't fuck that shit. No, you're not gonna try to change up the hell no. Hell fuck no. I turned clean up on it in after that shit. Karmelo Anthony, what the fuck? We don't give a fuck about the damn daddy.
You don't give no. Well, okay then. Well, Charleston White just showed you. We don't give a fuck about the damn. He just showed that he don't give a fuck about the damn daddy. How about that? What? Let's stay on respect your line because I'm trying to. I know this is YouTube, but don't swear at me when I'm coming to you, dinner, brother man.
Wow! Look, she told me, don't you swear up at me, goddammit. I know this YouTube. Hold on, goddammit. I'm grown, goddammit. I'm gonna say what the fuck I want to say now, Dubby. What the fuck going on here? I'm allowing you to talk. I'm allowing you to speak the way you need to speak. So, goddammit, this is my house. Now, I'm sorry now. I ain't sorry. I'm gonna talk the way the fuck I talk on my shit. Fuck we talking about here. Did you hear, KTC? Don't you swear up at me. The fuck she mean? KTC, she most definitely don't know who old Johnny Blaze is. Give a fuck, man, what? I kept my composure though, KTC. I kept my composure the whole goddamn time. I didn't sit up here and curse her. I didn't do all that. I let it ride. Apologize for getting.
Okay.
I apologize, right? But I'm very passionate about the things that I talk about, right?
I have a channel. Me too.
Okay, so W.
Go ahead.
Fuck what Charleston White is talking about though for a minute. Fuck what he talking about. Did the daddy sit up? I did. Look. I did. Look. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not no heathen like that. I know if I still go a little bit too damn far, I can dial it down and just say, damn, I went too far. I apologize. I didn't mean to come at you that way. But, you know, I am who I am, though. Look, I ain't changing who the fuck I am, though. But I can dial it down and not be so abrasive. So, and I order that apology because I did get abrasive with her ass. I got super abrasive with her. And ask Charleston White for his help, for him to sit up here and do all the shit that he's doing online. I'm gonna ask you that. Do you know that?
You know what? I'm gonna put it like this here. The daddy, they was asking for help that anybody could have help.
Exactly.
They didn't shut Charleston out.
Exactly.
Charleston with them. Anybody could have helped them in this time. Yes.
Let me quarterback this thing then, right? So
Go ahead.
You for saying that. Thank you for saying that.
Mm-hmm.
So that means that Charleston White added himself to this situation, then, correct?
Yes, he added as helping out the family. Yes, he did.
Thank you. But the pump fake and say, no, Dovey, he didn't help out the family. He's trying to tear the family down and gain off of the family's tragedy. He didn't help the family. How? Dovey, in sound man, can you really tell me what did Charleston White do to help this family? He ain't do shit but capitalize and clout chase off the family. Come on, man. Come on now. Stop. No, we're not doing that one. That he's going to give to the son, not to him. The son. The son is in a jam, not the daddy. The daddy is free. The daddy
let's get right here. Didn't they with the son is locked up, but still yet the son money is the call for the mama and the daddy to live the way how they living. Okay, no, it's not gonna be that. Y'all got the money. Yeah, you could have got a house, but still yet, why would another man come out? This ain't like Black Lives Matter. No. Cause if it was, a lot of us would have got on.
So W, we're not going to ignore the fact. We're going to ignore the fact that Charleston White added himself to a situation that didn't have nothing to do with him. He didn't have to reach out to that man and tell that man that he was going to donate $75,000 to just turn around and say that the man is weak. He ain't got nothing to do with the case. Because guess what then, W? It was never about Karmelo Anthony himself. He's the one that's going through all of what he's going through. Yes, the mother and father has to bear the cross of what their son is doing. Yes, okay, we get that part, but like, he's the one that's initially going through being in prison, things of that nature. So if I'm thinking in my mind, it don't matter. I'm not saying that the parents don't matter, but who really matters in this situation is Karmelo Anthony. And all Charleston White is doing is sitting up here distracting people off of the real issue of what's really going on. He's a distraction, and he really does need to just sit the fuck down and mind his goddamn business, in my opinion.
Boy, with your people so down, he reached out because he's
that argument. What you're saying will only apply if the man sat up there and reached out to Charleston White and asked specifically for his help. Then I can grab with you on what you saying. But he asked anybody that can help him.
Anybody can help. So anybody can help Charleston White with anybody.
I got to sit up here and eat crow for some fucking Charleston White for his help. If it's all about helping that young man get up out that jam, come on.
Why would you want to eat crow? Why are they not around here advocating dealing fact? Because everybody jumping here in there. They already had a paper when they got out of court. They have a lineup of what stations that they was going to go to. They already had a lineup after the verdict. Where they was gonna go and who they were gonna sit and have an interview with. Okay, didn't fact that if you got your house, baby, do something with that house to free your son. It was your son money that caused you to be in this house.
Oh yes, Shadi, you already know the gentleman's sweep is real. Again, shout out to them Knickerbockers. They have brung home the chip. They have went in San Antonio, punched them in the mouth, and got the chip, ladies and gentlemen. Salute to the Knicks. They was on a mission. They went out and they did what they were supposed to do. They put foot to ass. Okay? Wimmy, better luck next year, whatever. Better luck to the San Antonio Spurs for next year. You know, maybe they get back, maybe they don't. But it's all about the Knickerbockers right now. So shout out again to the Knickerbockers on winning the chip. In San Antonio, ladies and gentlemen, they is having a ball down there in Texas, winning the chip. And when they get back home, it's going to be even sweeter. Okay? It is nothing, and I'm going to tell y'all like this as a sports fan. I want my team to put foot to ass and get that opponent up out the way. You don't let that opponent think that they ever had a chance in the first place. The Knicks was on a mission. Bronson, Cat, and the crew was on a mission, ladies and gentlemen, and they completed that mission. So again, shout out to the Knickerbockers for winning the chip. I'm already knowing this pandemonium down there at Times Square in Manhattan, all the 5 boroughs. I already know they turned up, okay? And rightfully so. New York Knicks, y'all stand up. To all my Knicks fans, this is a long time coming. So shout out to y'all, man. Hey, y'all just be safe on out there. I already know what time it is, but y'all still celebrate responsibly, though. You know, I get it. Y'all turned up. I get it. Boy, Stephen A. Smith, boy, hey, boy, Stephen A. Smith gonna make this content all goddamn summer, Carlos. Look, Carlos, Stephen A. Smith is gonna make this content all summer. All summer, bro. And look, hey, Carlos, I'm here for it. I'm here for it. You know a show is going to be a reaction to Stephen A. Smith on the Knicks winning the chip. Y'all know that show is coming, okay? That show is coming. Hey, my love, babe. Boy, hey. Boy, look. Lovey, you know I see everything, right, Lovey? Lovey, you know I see everything, right, Lovey? I see your community wall. I see what you be typing. I say, I say, boy. And Lovey, I've been know since day one with you. Look, and you a Scorpio, so I most definitely get it. But you come with so much venom, with a lot of venom. I'll be like, God damn, boy. Lovey can't take this. But you know what though, Lovey? I get it. You not wrong about nothing you saying, right? I totally agree. Exactly, Lovey. Is fuck these people, right? Fuck them. Because guess what? It should never get to a point where it takes you out of who you is as an individual anyway. But I know when you're sitting on the sidelines and you seeing shit, you know, you really don't want to entertain it, but it's like, God damn it, I just got to say this shit. Because these old dirty, uncouth, unsavory individuals, they make me sick. I know. But I done got it to a point though, Lovey, man, I really do be like, fuck these people, man. I'm not even gonna give them the time of day to even type or even give anything, because it at the end, it just ain't even worth it. These lousy sons of bitches gonna be who they be. And it's all for the internet they gotta put on. But trust and believe, don't ever think, Lovey, I'm rocking and rolling with you. I've been this way. If I ever switch up on you, I'm sure you will tell me, right? I ain't never switching up on you, Lovey, because I am who I am. I don't have to say something all the time, but trust me, I see everything. I see everything. So I already have in my own mind about how shit is, but you know, I don't have to talk about it all the time. But when I do see you, I do have to let you know, like, I get it. like, like when I tell you, Lovey, I totally get where you coming from. I get it. I really do. I really do. But I have to laugh at these motherfuckers from sitting up here trying to worry about their behavior and all this and that. Man, I don't give a fuck. You lousy sons of bitches, y'all gonna do what y'all do any goddamn way. Do you? Fuck it. So, W, you're not gonna sit up here and call Charleston White out for any. He's going into a situation that is trauma, that is drama, that people is losing their seed, right? Only to sit up here and turn around and take it away and say, I ain't gonna donate to him. That's all he wanted, some money.
Okay.
So you're gonna disrespect that man.
I'm gonna call Charles right out.
Hold on. I got to stop you. So you mean to tell me that it's okay for him to sit up here, right, and act like he's not fending for his son right now, asking for help? He's not above asking for help. So what's the word? All that him asking for help, though, right? You're gonna exploit this man and sit up here and say that the man is weak, and that's all he's looking for is money.
With that statement, what he have said, saying what the part identify with the weak, but you know, I won't use that, but still saying that you identify with your child, and you know, and with our kids and our mom always say, I will lay my life on the line for my child. If I can have one more day with my child to breathe, I would have changed seats with my child.
So, all right, Dovey. So are you saying to me at that juncture when you was talking to me earlier that you wanted the father to go ahead and trade places with his son? So his father is supposed to do his son time for his mistake. Is that what you telling me? Look, and that's why I keep trying to tell people, when they talk to me like that, that's not being real, because, again, parents can empathize and be all with, damn, if I could do the time for my son, I would. Ladies and gentlemen, that is the overlay for the underplay. The mother or the father is not, hey, they'll put money on his books, all of that. If y'all seriously think, if I mean, we being real now, ain't no parent gonna take the rap for their kids' mistakes. They not. I mean, look, that's wishful thinking. Okay, I will say that. No. Anybody up in this chat can really seriously tell me that the parents would take the rap for their kids' mistakes in life? Boy, you got me fucked up. That's not gonna happen. It really is not. I mean, again, it sounds good for you to say that, but that's not the real reality. That's not. That's not. Because ain't no parent up in this chat right now seriously gonna tell me that they will sit up there and do their kids' time. They grown. They able to think for themselves, make their own decisions. and they sit up here, they fuck up. Now, it's different when they grown. But again, I don't see that. What up with it, Gilbert? Me personally, I don't see that. I don't give a fuck if they teenager or grown. I don't see the parent looking to take time and do time for their kids. I don't see that. I'm sorry. So look, get mad at me for being truthful then with that type of shit, because I don't see, again, it sounds good for you to say that and be like, yeah, I take my time for my kid if they sit up here and do wrong. No, you're not gonna bullshit me. Fuck that. No, you're not. Stop lying. Because now I'm gonna call cap on all that shit, because I ain't taking no time for no motherfucker. Not my mama, not my daddy, not my brothers, not no motherfucker. If you did that shit, you gonna do the time and you gonna pay the goddamn consequences. Not me. So when I hear people sit up here and talk about, yeah, I go to jail for my son. Yeah, I go to jail. Man, fuck you. You cap. Get the fuck out of here. I don't believe that shit. So
now, Jennifer, what was talking, he called the man weak. That was like a brotherhood talk.
Why the daddy ain't sitting up here saying, I wish I could take my son's place and do the time?
Because he didn't want it. He's not going to say that. That's what Charleston White is saying.
Why? That's his seed.
That is not his seed.
Open them like that. Why won't, as a daddy, why won't?
Well, wait a minute, break it out. Wait a minute, hold up. Okay, let's break it out. Let's be grown. Okay, now, bring it down. Okay.
Now, look, now, W, like, come on, now, we grown people now. Let's bring it down. Now, when I'm making a strong goddamn point, it seemed like W wanted me to slow it down now, old JB2 reaction. Slow it down. We grown people now. Slow it down. I'm making a goddamn strong goddamn point, and she slows me down. Now I got to slow the fuck down now. Ain't that a bitch? Ain't that a bitch? She said, look, hey, KTC, she told me to slow that shit the fuck down. She said, slow it down now. We grown now. Slow it down. I'm like, damn. But wait a minute, ladies and gentlemen, have I or have I not been allowing her to even talk and say what she was gonna say? Damn, I ain't supposed to give no type of pushback on what the fuck she's saying. No, goddamn.
Okay, now let's talk. Okay, I'm ready. Go ahead again. I'm listening.
Why won't he take his son time then? If he all for his son to the chat, why don't he tell the courts, hey, judge, take me. Don't take my son. I'll do his time.
But it don't work like that. The court don't switch in.
I'm glad that you said that. It don't work that way, right, W? So then that all that shit that people be sitting up here talking about, man, I do my son time. I wouldn't let my son go to jail for life. I'll do his time and all this and that. That shit is capped in. Right, W? Thank you. Thank you, W. Thank you. Thank you, W.
Change because that your son did something and then I will switch. No, it don't work like that. It don't work that, and you know, and I know. It doesn't matter how that he feel with his emotion. I will feel, but no, it's no such thing. It never happened before. That my son got this, and I'm gonna switch out time. You let my son be free, and not do that. Of course not. That don't make sense whatsoever.
Okay, so W, would it be safe to say that if your daughter or your son out there doing Lord knows what, right? You don't know nothing about it. They come back and bring that shit to your crib. if the police come, what you gonna do? Now,
Tell them if they come back and if they come back doing whatever after, I would tell the police, I didn't know they was doing this here. They are in here in the house. So
oh, wait a minute. Hold on. So W gonna turn her own kids on in. So W would tell the police all of what they need to know then. So wait a minute. Wait a minute. Hold on. Now, ladies and gentlemen, what y'all done talked about with that type of thing? Y'all say y'all ain't tell the police shit. Hell no. Hey, I had my kids to the day I died. They But you heard what W just said. Oh no, she gonna tell the police. Yeah, you come get their ass right goddamn there. Yep. No, officer, I ain't know nothing about all this shit. But you got so many people that sit up here and pump fake and act like they wouldn't do the same thing that W is doing. And I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad. Because why bring that bullshit to your own mother or father's house in the first place? You out there busting moves, doing all type of illegal shit, and then you bring that shit back to your parents' house? They don't know what the fuck exactly what you're doing. They got an idea, but they don't know. You put them in a bad position anyway.
These guys, I got the police is here. You're gonna have to go and follow them. I don't know what y'all done did.
So you're not gonna do your son time?
Of course not. Of course not. I got something to do tomorrow. Why I'm gonna jump in my son's position for something I didn't know what the fuck he was out there doing.
And you don't want to see him in jail. So wait a minute.
Who does that? Who would change their child position?
Your son? You ain't
No. If my son did the time, did a crime, and I'm gonna go and say to the police, arrest me, I would do his time. So he can keep on out here fucking it up for other people? Of course not. What don't make sense is not true.
That you said that. No, Dovey, I'm not mad about you saying it. Because I'm not. I wasn't mad. I swear, Dovey, I was not mad about when you said that because you made sense. So that negates all the bullshit that I be hearing from people sitting up here talking about, oh, well, man, I'll have my kid and I'll do this and I'll do that. But when it hits the fans for real and you really put in that situation, it could be a whole different thing. You can say one thing, it is completely different when you're under the gun. Okay? I don't see a parent willing to actually put themselves in jail, really, even though they see they love them to death, but they not the ones that did the crime. So in sound mind, I just don't see that ever happening. I swear. And people sit up here and try to argue with me about that type of shit. Like, man, go ahead on. You capping. And I know you is. Because unless you not, when you put in that situation that you can possibly go to jail in due time, you lose your freedom. Again, self-preservation kicks in within everybody, even parents. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit that people be talking about. Parents ain't gonna do their kids' time. They did some wrong shit. Okay, hey, they feel sorry for them and all that the way they supposed to. But in sound man, they not doing their time. Get the fuck out of here. That's another point, and that's another time. But I'm glad that you said that because that's unrealistic for you to do that when he the one that's out there doing what Lord knows what, right? Yes. That's unrealistic for you even though you love your son, right?
Mhm.
You don't want to see your son locked up. But come on now, if he out there doing bullshit, he got to accept the consequences of his own actions.
Okay, hold it right there. Wait a minute, hold right. So we won't hold it right there. He got to, remember what you just said, he got to accept the consequences of his own action. That's why the father ain't saying that I would train places for my son to be free and I go and do his time. Because what don't make sense is not true. There's no such thing as that. Nobody don't want to be locked up.
Wait a minute. Now, wait a minute, W. I done had this conversation before. And do you know the consensus of people said that they will do they son or their daughter time if it came down to it? And so that's why. Now, VSG, you say, Johnny, you got to try and find some stories or cases where the parents took the charge for their child. Hey, VSG, look, hey, you might as well just say good luck in finding a video of parents taking the rap for their kids. Man. VSG, I don't think I'm going to find no video of that. But you got so many people on the internet. Boy, they Captain say, man, I'll take the rap. EV. Hold on, EV. Was I right, EV? Now I got to stop what I'm doing right now just to address you, EV. Was I right, EV? Didn't I tell you that the Knicks had to go there and hit them in the mouth right there in their own house, beat their ass on up to be able to just win the chip? Fuck trying to wait and come back to New York to win it in front of them. I said they had to do what they had to do, and they did just that. They did just that. Knicks then did a gentleman's sweep, ladies and gentlemen. A gentleman's sweep. The Spurs only won one game. The Knicks won 4. Game, set, match. And all the games was competitive. I'm not going to sit up here and say that they just ran amok on them that way. All the games was competitive, but the Spurs, it wasn't their time. The Knicks was on a mission. And the New York Knickerbockers, they got it. They got it. And you got to give credit what credit is due. Shout out to the Knicks. I'm saying what I'm saying to you right now.
Okay, now hold on. Okay, right there. Also, too, as you know, we have done been to a funeral home when they tried to jump into the castle with grandmama and all this. But you throw that dirt on their head, they be fighting for their damn life. Get me out of this damn hole. Okay, here we go.
Hey, y'all hit that like button if y'all picking up what old Johnny Blaze is putting down with this line. Look, W, it's not by accident what I'm saying.
I know. I big up yourself. I hear you. That's okay.
We had this conversation. Look, I done had people get on me because I told people that I tell them my own mama and my own daddy, if they come back and bring bullshit my way, look, fuck that shit. Look, I'm going to tell them to turn themselves in. If they don't want to, then if the police come and they ask me questions, I'm going to tell.
Yeah. You know why you going to tell? Because, hell, I ain't did this here shit. They back there in the back room. That's all I know, officer.
Thank you. Thank you for saying that because that's what all I've been saying, too. I look, I don't expect my father or my mother to take my rap or the bullshit that I may put out there in the world. No, I have to accept that responsibility all on my own. That's
And
it. That's all.
Yeah, also too, guess what? I want to say this here. That let's say this here. I'm just talking, we just talking like cousins on joke. Let's say that your mama, no, we just cutting joke. Your grandmama is let's say 89 years old. She don't live her life, but all of a sudden her favorite grandson or her son did something. You think so after 89 years, grandma gonna say, take me on to jail. I'll do the time for them so that he still got enough life, but he can keep on destroying everybody else's life. No, she's not going to say that. She's not going to say that. How y'all doing today? Y'all please hit that like button. If y'all haven't subscribed, please subscribe to this channel. We also too got the Cash App up, and we got, I think, the Patreon. Wait a minute. I think so. There's. We have that up. Please, if you like what is being served this morning by your one and only, please show some love. Because he, as you know, he can do it all day. Okay, so show some love. Okay, big up yourself, everybody. Happy Saturday.
Happy Saturday to everybody. Look, this live stream is for entertainment and informational purposes only. People is allowed to give their opinion without any malice intent whatsoever. We talking.
Yeah.
We talking. Look, wait a minute. Strawberry Vine say, W, where you stay?
Tell true, I'm from Florida. I'm from Florida, born and raised, but I moved to North Carolina and 3 years ago.
Shout out to Florida. Shout out to Florida. Shout out to Florida.
I got a son locked up now. You think so that I'm gonna try and play with you and him? Hell no, I got shit to do tomorrow.
Oh shit. Boy, this is a funny, entertaining live right here, W. I do appreciate you coming on up here.
Thank you. I enjoying you. I hear you all the time, like early in the morning when I'm around here. You be in the car. I be listening to you.
W, look, I know sometimes I might be go off the cuff sometimes, but I think sometimes I do be making some type of sense.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, you know.
but you know, sometimes when I look at this here case, like now let me tell you about Charleston Way. When I was basically listening to him, now all the time I agree what he say. But only thing I didn't like, because last night he let his anger show. I mean, he really did let his anger show. I'm not willing to deal with a weak man. Wait a minute, a weak man, because he won't. Basically, what he's saying, lay his life on the line of just that. Well, wait a minute. You look at the husband, and you look at the wife. It's a lot going on in their head. That's why that's why when he said that, listen to me, they told us to get a white lawyer. They didn't have no common sense. Is it you right there in Texas? No, you need something black on your side. When they said that, won't people come and see? The husband and wife is slow.
What?
They are slow. That's what you say. They told us to get people were telling us, and they told us to go and get a white lawyer. And look exactly what happened. When it need to be a black thing, even down to a woman, to take on this situation. But no, not same old how they say Texas country boy. They all, and when it come out, all of them was into it together. But I feel how the mother and father were thinking. No, we're going to move right here. I'm going to get my shit off the damn top. For any lawyer get this money, I'm getting my stuff off the damn top. But after getting it off the top.
And again, I'm not in agreement with what she's saying, but she does have a right to her opinion about it. But I'm not necessarily agreeing that, you know, they just looking to line their pockets on up. They looking to make sure that, okay, fine, if worst case scenario, they have some money to be able to put on his books. Excuse me. Even though prison is never comfortable, if they got money to make him comfortable while he's up in there, then it is what it is. So I'm not so quick to just jump out the window that way to even assume all of that. But again, Dovey has her right. She has the right to think the way she thinks about it.
And then your son, like right now at this time, dealing with her son being 17 years old. That's what people come out. Yes, it was her son asking for a state, a public defender. But people look at it. We already paid for your money. Why you want to buy this big house when all of a sudden, no, it wasn't the son, it was the mother. Now the son don't got the money, and he already don't put in for his appeal. Okay, they don't already did that, but still, this all the sake of the money. And then what did the father say? What gonna happen after we get this here? What gonna happen with the leftover money? And all right, Charleston's right. I was thinking that Charles probably would have said, we're gonna put it on the book for your son can have get stuff while he in jail. I was thinking that he would have said that, but he said that no, they gonna return the money. You know, I just also identify with that. You know, he should have said, but don't have it where the parents can get to, because we know what they did. They took their money off the damn top. So we know what they gonna do. What they gonna do. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Now, Dovey, the chat got some questions for you.
Okay, let me put on my glasses.
Hold on.
I gotta get my eyes. I gotta get that. I'm sorry.
She can't talk to me until she tell me what did she do to help her son to get out of or less time. Now, can you tell the people what you did to get your son, you know what I'm saying, you know, with your situation of what you was talking about?
Well, I didn't do nothing because I the one that he did the crime too. And I went to the fullest, the whole 13 years. That's what I did. Because that what he did to me, the next person is not going to feel that way about him. The next person is going to take his life. So if I can put charges on him, no, I'm his mama. No, you don't raise your hand at me. Of course, given what the state is going to give him. That's what I did for my son.
Hey, G Chill, I had to go back to the question and answer. G Chill, talk about
my son got a pass. And I would say my son got it because he lived to see another day. But dealing fact with if I were to just push this on the world and basically like cover up, oh no, he didn't do this here, what happened? It would be every day of my life that if I would have stopped, Nick would have still been here today. Because the next man ain't gonna feel the way how that you feel about your son. He look at your son a whole different way. Your son bothered with me. You should have taught him better. You know, that's how they say it. Hey, so you fail him or what? No, I can't say that I feel. If he did the crime against me, I think that I uplift him because that he lived to see another day. I'm not failing for something that's wrong. I don't have to fall for anything. And first thing, let me tell you something, you guys. Nothing. When I seen a change in my son at 11 years old, by the time he had got, he was like 13, 14, I had already seen a lot of changes in this little boy, and I had two other kids. And you know what I said? I said, if my oldest kid is Matthew, Nicholas, then it's Megan. I said that I got to do something. I was living in a white house, a big house with a white picket fence. And guess what I did? I went and got on the internet, and my son did not score. Somehow none of Florida, that's when you get kids, that will put you more like what the law requires if your child getting in trouble. My kid couldn't score high enough for the state to take him. So I had to go refinance my house, pull up a boarding school to put my son in it, and had to pay for it. Because guess what? I didn't want my son I want my son's name continue to be Nicholas. I didn't want his name to be a number. So since I had the money and had the resource, I'm going to help my child. At least I can say if he happen to get into any trouble and he's sitting there in that cell thinking he don't never have to say, Mama got this here big, huge house and this here business. Mama could have helped me, but Mama all identified with materialistic things about what the community, what she can do for the community. And look at me. No, Mama is going to help you. Now, what you do when you get 18, you can't sit back and say that Mama didn't do her job. That's on you.
I have nothing to say behind.
And you know what? I'm gonna say something right now. You know what? My son did that. COVID was started in March, and my son did it in October. You know, I haven't went and visited my son yet. I talked to him on the phone, and he'll write me, Mom, are you still upset? I say, yeah. I say, yeah, Nick, I'm gonna be upset. I say, man, for somebody.
Now, this was a conversation when Dovey was talking about her own son and her situation, right? Again, ladies and gentlemen, I do know how to just shut the fuck up and allow people to just talk and vent and get whatever they need to off their chest. And let's just be honest, Dovey had some things to get up off her chest. And I'm glad that she felt comfortable enough to come over here and just talk about it. No judging.
To come and hit you and break your jaw? What do you think? Angry. Let's talk about something else. Let's don't talk about that because you're gonna run my blood back up again. That didn't affect with my son. Yes, I talked to him. Yes, I put what they call that thing up. I put money on his commissary, but I'm not going to. I don't do no video, what they call video chats. I don't do no video chat because I don't want to see him. As long as I hear his voice in my ear, I know that he's still breathing. But no, and I don't regret whatsoever. If I will ever have to do it again, no, I don't think so. It would ever have to happen because since that I know that.
Well, Trina, just know one thing. I don't care about what others say about what's said on my show. If you said it and you feel comfortable enough to be able to talk and vent and say certain things, it's no judgment over here. I live life just like you. So I get it. And I'm not here to sit up here and judge nobody in the first place. But I do give people a space over here to be able to just say what you need to say. Now, yes, am I going to challenge you on certain shit that you say? Yes. I wouldn't be me if I didn't challenge you on certain shit. But for the most part, I allow people to just speak. Just say what you need to say. Fuck what people got to say. Ain't no judgment over here.
how this child had moved up on me, I think I would take his life. And I don't thought that in my mind that that's what I'm going to do. And it's not going to change. It haven't changed at all.
Allegedly, YouTube, allegedly.
Allegedly. Oh, sorry. I'm sorry. Allegedly. Where is Nick dad? My husband died in 2010. He died for prostate cancer. So just
now, Trina, do you see that I pay attention? I don't give a fuck if I'm drinking, smoking, whatever. I've been doing this long enough that I pay attention to what you say, but if I think you're doing a little bit too much, allegedly, you see how I stopped that in his tracks right there. I was drinking then when I was doing the live stream. That don't matter to me. That don't matter to me. I pay attention to what you say, and if I feel you doing a little bit too much, I slow you down. Hold on, allegedly. That's all a part of just being responsible on my own channel. I get people going to say what they going to say, but it's like, hold on now. Let's just say allegedly on that because we don't know, right? It ain't nothing wrong with you to do that. You have to do that. I'm on a monetized channel. I ain't got time to be sitting up here going through all the formalities. No, let's say allegedly on that. Okay? And I ain't gotta be all over the top about it. Allegedly. You feel what I'm saying? Again, you can say what you want to say, but don't try to make it a fact on my show. Unless you was right there to know exactly what's going on, then really everything that we talk about is alleged. Either way. Either way.
that's what happened. And then, you know, of course, they get all wild up and this, that, and other, and thought so they were bigger than mama. My daughter went through that same old stage at 17. She stole the car and went and wrecked the car, and then the police brought her and the girl back home, and I had to go to work at 10 o'clock that night. And y'all, I was a coach driver and had to go to work 10 o'clock that night. When I asked her, don't you have something to say to me? She popped her hip and she popped her neck. And then I said that, you think you're a big woman? You think so? You think so? You can do something with me? She said yes, and I popped her ass. I beat her till I seen blood.
Oh.
I already got one that don't damn try me. You ain't gonna follow damn stupid.
Oh, damn. W ain't playing no goddamn games. I beat her till I seen blood. W. Wait a minute, hold on, W. Allegedly, look, allegedly, okay? Shit, hold on. You beat her till you saw blood. Hold on. See, and look, hey. Again, I can't stop everything. I gotta let the conversation flow. But trust me, when I heard her say it initially, I'm like, wait a minute. Wait a minute. We no. We can't go that far. Hold on. We still on the internet now, W. Come on now. Look, I'm letting you talk. But goddamn. I'm letting you talk, but goddamn. Come on now. Stall me out now. Come on. Goddamn. y'all shouldn't take it. Look. Johnny Blaze has been around the block. Johnny Blaze understands to let people talk. I get that. But God damn. I be standing in the paint with a lot of goddamn shit. So that's why I ask people to hit that goddamn like button. And if you picking up what old Johnny Blaze is putting down with the content, hey, donate to the host. Okay? You don't think the host is hungry? You don't think the host wants some zuzus and wham whams? You damn right the host wants some zuzus and wham whams. The fuck? Come on, ladies and gentlemen. I have never made that a secret. Yes, I want my zuzus and wham whams. Yes. Yes, I want my own zuzus and wham whams. But I need y'all to donate sometimes. Okay, cool. Damn, I want some Scooby snacks. The fuck? Wait a minute. Hold on. I be putting it in a nice way. But yes, Johnny Blaze wants some zuzus and wham whams. I want some goddamn Scooby snacks. The fuck? Like, I don't want, like, come on, man. Come on now. Come on, we ain't gonna play no games like that around here. Yes, JB2 wants some zuzus and wham whams. He wants Scooby snacks. He want all of that. The fuck? But I also know that I got to give y'all the show, and I got to give y'all something to go along with me for y'all to even want to give me some zuzus and wham whams. So I'm gonna give y'all the show. Okay? I'm gonna perform. I'm gonna do my reaction. I'm gonna do what I do. Hey, it is what it is. I accept what comes with it, but I'm gonna do what I do.
No, I'm gonna stop you right here.
Exactly, then she. You know I gotta get my sticky wings on.
Damn.
You know I gotta get my sticky wings on.
I'm sorry about that, brother man, but hey.
No, I ain't here to stop you. I'm letting you talk. I'm letting you get it out the way you need to. So I'm not interrupting you. I'm listening to you talk.
It's strawberry wine. Yeah, my daughter. I had to go to work. I was coming up to the North Carolina. I'm doing Battle of the Band. Driving one of the tour buses, coach buses, coming up here. We were lining up at 10 o'clock at night. The police then worked me up at 8 o'clock and say, ma'am, where do you know where your car is? I said, yeah, it's right around there. No, not ma'am, your car is around there, right around the tree. A lot of things could have happened. I could have got sued. Which I had to pay for the property damage. I could have got sued. Both girls could have died. A lot of it, they could have hit somebody on the way. And then with my daughter, don't know how to drive. But you're going to get my keys and you're going to teach your friend how to drive my truck. And then when she came in the house, she came there like that. She a big woman. She don't owe me no conversation, no apology, or no nothing. She popped her head, and I popped her ass.
Damn.
No, I'm not here to be your friend. I'm your mama. Me and you cannot be friends. What you talk about with your friend, no, don't talk about me. I don't want to hear about that hoochie coochie stuff.
Hoochie coochie everything.
There's an order to this here.
Hold on, W. You like, nah, I want to talk about the hoochie coochie everything. It's all how we go. Hit body, let me go. Hoochie coochie everything. No, y'all, you said you didn't want to talk about the hoochie coochie. You didn't want to talk about that shit. You said, no. We ain't going to talk about the hoochie coochie everything. You wait a minute. Did you say Oochie Goochie everything?
I mean, well, you know what I'm talking about. But you know what I'm saying? I'm saying, go and talk that over with your girlfriend, and y'all laugh about it. I don't want to hear nothing about how he had your leg and which way you were back. No, I don't want to hear that. He ain't the same. I'm your mama. I'm not your friend.
I can respect what she just said. I'm not your friend. See, ladies and gentlemen, these are the type of people that I like to talk to. I ain't your goddamn friend. No. I'm not your friend. That's what I'm talking about right there. I want people to sit up here when they talk to me, they ain't my damn friend. We are associates. And Dubby gets it. And salute to Dubby. Salute to Dubby. Because Dubby is really spin some game whether people want to, recognize it or not. I do. And that's why I'm replaying this part, because I understand that W is actually giving game. You say, look, wait a minute. We ain't going to act like we friends now. Look, I'm still your mama now. Don't sit up here and try to do too much now, because I'll cut you down.
Yeah, so, that's big with that. But with the family, I would think so. Yes. Okay, they've been moved. They've been living in that neighborhood. Yes, get up and move out that neighborhood. Get out of there. You got to find some peace of mind, deal in fact with what your son is going through, and see which way how that we can do this happen. But what the confusion is coming in at with this thing is that y'all jumped the gun and went and spent the money off in the top. It was for him. It was for him. And reason why that you did in fact with this here white man is because that, you know what? Because that you know that you had already spent the money and base it, and you were dealing that with the money that you got. Because you weren't giving up the 2 new houses. The 2 new cars. You bought him 14, either was 14 or 21 pair Air Jordan. How many shoes could he wear at one time? Now he can't wear neither one. But y'all went there. That's how y'all buddied up with y'all son by buying him some Jordan. Y'all bought the big iron. Then when the people heard that y'all needed a public defender, that's when that neighborhood started going in. Well, what happened to the money? This is what they live at. You mean, how could you jump over all that to get right here on the sake of somebody's money to help you? Let's get this child. Let's get the child. We gonna let them railroad this here boy. If we got too many black boys, don't fail down in the street. We not gonna let this one here while we got it. But see, they didn't see it like that. They just look at it was a come up. But guess what? It is a letdown, because every day while your son behind those bars, you gonna think of it. Not only that, I think so. In about 1 to 3 years, somebody older is going to school to fool like her son and say that, look at here, son, you in here locked up. Your mama, you made your mama them rich. Look what they driving. Look at you, but you in here. And I think that's when that son is going to get a lot of anger in him, a lot of anger and resentment in his mama, because his mama had told him, don't turn on the family. We a family. We stick together. She brainwashed his head, and basically it's to keep silent. It don't tell who gave you the little 3-inch, I call it a pocket knife. Don't say. So she derailed that in him. We sticking together. Don't say nothing. We are a family. If they only play that recording, you will hear what she said to him. We are family. We don't turn against one another. We stick together. We got this. Don't worry about it. I got it. We got this here. That's what the mother had don't say it. Then the mother had don't say it when remember they pulled up the cellular phone. And the mother and the son was having a conversation. Basically, the mother was saying to him, Don't bust me out. Don't tell what the family talk about. Those that didn't follow this here when it first happened, the mother and father had to get a lawyer themselves. The mother and father, when it happened, they had to get a lawyer because that's when the people was on them about where's the money. Why he need a public defender? All that didn't come out. But yes, they had to get a lawyer. That's why that she did that April, a year ago. She did that press conference. She wanted the white man to leave. The white man should have left. What the hell are you doing here? She wasn't wrong by what she was saying. Get him from out of here. Because he came there to intimidate the family. And basically, the white man was standing there like he wanted to hear the words that come out their mouth. The lady said, what are you doing here? Get him away from here. I don't want him here. He shouldn't even be here. That was a year ago when they did that.
Now, Dovey, is you going to come back when I come back live? Because I am about to take me a intermission.
Okay, I don't put me to sleep. Okay, yes, I am.
No, wait a minute. Hold on.
I'm sorry.
I just want to know if you're going to come back and then hit the panel. That's all.
Yeah. I come back up. Okay. I see you later.
All right.
Thank y'all.
Now, Dovey, I've been live for like 3 hours. Matter of fact, hold on. Let me do it this way. So that way, hold on. Let me drop the link. All right, Dovey, we can continue the conversation. Now, I done dropped the link. Dovey, you is more than welcome to hit the link and continue the conversation on where we left it off on the last live. Because you're not completely wrong about your assessment of what you're saying. Now, the only thing that I disagree with you about is agreeing with that motherfucking Charleston White, because he is a snake ass motherfucker. That's the only thing that I totally disagree with you on. But everything else of what you was talking about, I was really in agreement with you on. And that's why, again, I understand to just allow people to just talk. They say what they feel. Y'all in the chat is going to judge it and say what y'all going to say regardless anyway. I already know that. But that still don't mean that certain things that Dovey was saying wasn't valid. Not saying all of it, though. Not all of it, though, because I was like, man, your ass, you making it seem like you was right there. And you know everything about the whole situation when I'm like, wait. Tamika, she wasn't there. Tamika, she wasn't there. She just giving her opinion, okay? But the way, look, and I know the way you probably was looking at it, like the way she was talking, like she was actually there. I know Tamika was like, wait a minute, hold on. Was she really there? The way she talked about it, you would think that she was actually there. You like, wait a minute, hold on. Was she there? Damn, she talking real Brody about it. Like, wait a minute. She know all of this, what she talking about. The way she talked about it was with conviction. Like she knew exactly how it all went. Oh, and look, I know you was sitting back like, wait a minute, hold on. She can't possibly know all of what the fuck was really going on. Right? No. Look, Tamika, she ain't even a friend of the family. She just literally giving her opinion about the shit. She ain't no friend of the family. She ain't no friend of the family. She just literally giving her opinion. That's the funny part about all this shit right here. No. Tamika, that was the purpose of me playing it back again, because of the conversation of how she was talking. You would have thought that she is right there with the family. Right. The way she talked is like she was right there. And that's why I had to challenge her a little bit, because it's like, wait, hold on. So we gonna ignore the fact that Charleston White did added himself to a situation that didn't have nothing to do with him, and then disrespect the father behind what he's doing. It's like, oh, hell, fuck no. No. I had to challenge her on that part alone, because even though he came out his own mouth and said that he was going to donate $75K to the family and what they going through, and then turn around and say, no, I ain't going to do it. That's all they want is money. The father is weak. He won't die. And for his son, he won't die for that. It's like, bro, how the fuck do you know this man like this to even speak on him like this? You took his trauma of what he's going through with his son, and you trying to capitalize off of it off the internet. That's the bottom line, ladies and gentlemen. He really was. And that's what he's doing. So I'm going to call it out for what it really is. Charleston White don't give a fuck about that family. He don't give a fuck. It's all about him. And I'm not going to ignore that fact. So regardless of how she may have felt, she had every right to feel. W had every right to feel the way she felt. But that still don't negate the fact of what Charleston White is really doing. He wanted to be all about him. No, it ain't about you, Charleston White. Go sit your one-eyed punk ass down. Fuck you. It's about Karmelo Anthony. You want to join in and tell your goddamn story about how you unalived a white person. The fuck up out of here. I don't respect that. You trying to live through that young man and this tragedy of what he got to go through, and you making a mockery of it because you're doing a lot of fucking grandstanding on the internet. And Tamika, I'm going to say this again. I wish that the father of Karmelo Anthony never even got intertwined with no motherfucking Charleston White. Because he is a snake bitch. Okay? Looking for a come up off of someone else. This is the point of why I'm saying what I'm saying. Charleston White is looking for a come up off of somebody else's tragedy. Do you really think that that man is stand up? For real? That man has not, from the beginning, been in Karmelo Anthony's best interest. Charleston White added himself to the situation to try to boost his persona of what he lays out on the internet, to say that he's all for the youth. But in reality, that's some bullshit in the first place. He don't give a fuck about the youth. He don't give a fuck about nobody but himself. Y'all hit that like button if y'all picking up what old Johnny Blaze is putting down. Shout out to the meal ticket. Hold on.
I even heard one of his bitch ass buddies come up there and say, cause that shit, you can't call him that. And I don't want to post
like,
about
bro,
that.
we all know,
that shit whack.
Bro, you're not coming here to do shit to me, for one. For two, I know how you look. I know your real name. Bro,
you can't call
I'm going to send you to jail.
Fuck biz say, niggas is whack.
Okay? You're going to jail. The fuck? You going to jail. So you come playing with motherfucker like that, but you're going to jail.
Daughter, fuck nigga that I got Christmas.
You're going to jail. You're going to jail.
In the building. Fuck,
the
nigga.
fuck? Come here, you both going to jail.
Nigga. Man, I said what I tell his daughter. I said I got presents.
Going to jail.
She's 17. Every fucking time somebody say something you don't agree with, I need to see posts. I need to see.
I'm going to jail.
So if he think all that and he think that way about me, tell his daughter I said I got presents.
I don't agree with that.
I say she's 17. Crazy, man. But I'm gonna put on a fucking Nike sweatshirt and say the same thing. Well, tell your daughter, fuck nigga, that I got Christmas gifts. Brown and say she's 17. But Santa's in the building. Fuck nigga. You see, is Nike gonna say we don't agree with his comments? I said what I said. I know he's 17.
County of Fairfax. RWR.
Going to jail.
So if he think all that and he think that way about me, tell his daughter I said I got presents.
Going to jail.
The fuck? And make another post and say I don't agree with him. You believe is 18, right? So it's not like I'm thinking she some type of young motherfucker. I'm like, yo, okay, she 18, so she want to say all that. Listen to this.
Going to jail.
But then he turns around and say she's 17. But if you look at the law in New York, she's legal.
Going to jail.
But if you look at the law in New York, she's legal.
Going to jail.
But if you look at the law in New York, she's legal. I ain't got the loaner shit on now. I got Nike shit on. So maybe I should look and see if Nike make a post to say you don't agree with it. So that tells me you listen carefully. I don't agree with what you don't post about. So you must Santa Claus with what the Saz have been saying about me. Man, don't make me start thinking about that. Let me tell you this though, Lonnie.
You know why I don't like it?
Go ahead.
Because me growing up,
Yo, bro, I don't play that.
I don't give a fuck if it was Santa.
I ain't like it. I don't appreciate it.
I don't give a fuck if it was
I think you should
Uncle.
have talked to me about it.
Lonnie wasn't allowed to sit on the adult men's
nigga, I said what I said. You don't like it? Unsubscribe.
Trainer, I'm gonna tell you something, right? While you up in the chat, right? Trainer, I despise a sex offender. I'm gonna just be totally honest. I despise a sex offender. It's no way, no how that in sound mind that I can ever support a sex offender. A motherfucker that talk like that. Mm-mm. No. No, 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 no. I can never be in cahoots with a sex offender. Never, 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 Trina. I have spoke about sex offenders and I continue to speak about sex offenders in the worst way. I will never stop talking about sex offenders. Never. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Trainer, I'm so within myself as far as that. A sex offender could never entertain me at all. I'm just being honest. I get that subscribers go where they go to, get the content or whatever, right? I could never, and when I say never, I mean this from the bottom of my heart. I cannot ever joke or even laugh or even be in the same vicinity as an individual that is a sex offender. But that's me. I had to understand on this internet that people don't even, sometimes they don't even care about that. They just want to draw to the content, right? And that's they cross the bear. Me, I don't give a fuck. I'm sorry. I don't give a fuck about no sex offender. I ridicule a sex offender. I ridicule them. I shame them. In its totality, I have no respect for a sex offender. I have none. I don't expect everybody else to have the same outrage that I have either. Y'all bear with me, ladies and gentlemen, because I'm just trying to make sure I watch what I say. I really do. And I most definitely have to be careful about putting my expectations on strangers that I don't know. I can't expect everybody to feel the same way that I feel. I get that. But what I want people to understand from me is that I don't condone certain things. And I stand on that. I stand on it. You don't have to stand with me. And I'm not asking nobody to stand on what I set as my moral compass. But I can't never laugh and joke with an individual that is a sex offender in no way. I can't do it. Not even if it's just on the internet. I can't do it. So I don't care about standing alone as far as what I believe in. I don't. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. If you don't like my stance on a sex offender, get the fuck up out of here then. Okay? Because a sex offender gets no respect over here at the JB2 Reaction channel. Never. And I'm making sure to say that it don't be all over the top or none of that. If you don't like what the fuck I'm saying, fuck you. Okay? I don't and never will stand with a sex offender. I will never joke and laugh with a sex offender. Never. I noticed people stopped typing when I talked about that. Trina, you didn't have to stop typing because I spoke about that. I'm letting you know where I stand at all times when it comes to things like that. I'm going to shut the fuck up and I'm going to let this drop play. Shout out to the meal ticket. Ladies and gentlemen, I got to ask y'all. Have y'all ever known Johnny Blaze to defend another man on this app with my dear life? Why is you indulging with the fuck shit, Biz 101? Go sit your mulatto ass in the goddamn corner. Go fold up, goddammit. And I'm your Johnny, and tell them to shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. You getting too high and mighty on your motherfucking horse because you know why? All them numbers that y'all get anyway is predicated off the bus. You motherfuckers ain't getting it off your own. The only reason them people is over there is because of Kwame Brown, motherfuckers. The fuckers. How about you get it out the mud like me, where everybody hates you, but they gonna still come over here and see what you got to say. Just tell them. I will go. Just tell them. I will go. And if you don't think that Kwame Brown didn't give TJ the green light to go assert on your mulatto ass, then you got another fucking thing coming. I ain't no motherfucking follower. I'm a motherfucking leader, bitch. Fucking leader, bitch. You can never compare to me. I don't give a fuck what you getting on over there, nigga. The fuck? You getting it off the back of fucking Kwame Brown. Oh, we got everybody. No, you got Kwame Brown's crowd, motherfucker. So why don't you humble yourself like the fuck TJ said? I can't stand these motherfuckers, man. Like y'all don't understand people up in the motherfucking room. Boy, if you don't go sit the fuck down, got y'all numbers predicated on Kwame Brown. You motherfuckers didn't get y'all numbers just because they found you entertaining, motherfucker. Motherfucker. It is. It don't mean nothing. Yes, it's good to have things. Not saying that. But I don't glorify this shit at all. Not go at sit no your point. Mulatto ass in the goddamn corner. Go fold up, goddammit. And humble your motherfucking self, dummy. I can't stand these motherfuckers, man. Y'all don't understand. Why is he over here with the fuck shit? Why won't you take your mulatto ass back on Biz 101 channel and talk to the so-called people that you talk to and educate them on Bitcoin? These motherfuckers will defend a man with their last breath. Ladies and gentlemen, I got to ask y'all. Have y'all ever known Johnny Blaze to defend another man on this app with my dear life? All they talking about, because you took that video down from off your channel, and you know already Sis was going to get it. You knew Sis was going to get that video. Ladies and gentlemen, I feel a certain type of way when I see men on this app. And instead of worry about defending themselves, they will defend another man with their dear life, with their last breath. Regardless if they got the right to do it, I can't respect that. And those type of individuals got to stay the fuck away from me. Bye-bye. Okay? You worry about defending another man instead of defending yourself. Hell fuck no. Hell fuck no. Get the fuck away from me. You know what, ladies and gentlemen? That's why a lot of people don't like me, because I'm going to keep it real. Even with myself, it don't matter. I'm capped at times. I cap. I don't always follow through on what I say. Sometimes I be on some bullshit too. I'm not afraid of my imperfections of what I do. I'm not afraid of that, because I never came on here acting like I'm so perfect and I'm holier than thou. But then you got these motherfuckers that will go way and beyond for recognition on YouTube. It's still a level to this shit. Y'all hit that like button if y'all picking up what old Johnny Blaze is putting down. I'm going to get the fuck on up out of here, because I don't want to come off like I'm preaching. We all grown. We all see what the fuck is going on here. I'm not going to get so succumbed to this shit that I still don't understand what's going on. Yes, I do. And we all do. We all see. Some of it can be entertaining, and then it just, certain things is just, I ain't about to sit up here and entertain that. But everybody has the threshold of what they willing to deal with and what they not willing to deal with. So I get that too. Just know, ladies and gentlemen, that I'm here for it. All right? I'm here for it. I'm not afraid of having a conversation, regardless of how it's going to go. I'm going to be me, and I'm going to have that conversation. Do I need to tone it down sometimes when I have conversations? Yeah, because I could get a little bit overzealous in a situation. But again, I'm still not afraid to having a conversation. I'd have been up long enough. I came back live, ladies and gentlemen, like I said I was going to do. And I did all of what I do for y'all, because I'm here for y'all. I'm here to entertain the crowd. I'm here to give my opinion, say what I feel, and the chat be the chat. It is what it is. And like I said, I'm here for it. So salute to everybody. Salute to everybody that came back. Participate with the show. Participate in chopping it up in the chat. All of that. But JB2 Reactions is going to get the fuck on up out of here. All right? I'm out this thing. Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all evening. But JB2 Reactions is out.